Right, hello. Fucking hell, there's a lot of people here already. Holy mackerel. There's a lot of you. There's 30 people here already. What the fuck? Hello everyone. Hello Jen. Hello Spider-Z. It's gonna be impossible for me to keep up with everyone, but I'll do my best anyways. Drama brings views? Yeah, apparently so. You guys gonna react to the response? No, we're reacting to SK's video, and then Thursday we will react to the response. Transparent puffer beanie. Is it transparent? Yeah, it's because my green screen. Why the hell am I? Why is my entire body transparent? I've just realised. That's weird. Yeah, it's because for some reason my entire body is transparent with this freaking green screen. But yes, we're gonna be reacting to. Hold on, one moment. Oh, whoops. Fuck is it again? I have like so many tabs up. Oh, there we go, it's that tab. Okay, got it. Okay, so the one thing that I will say, first of all, I appreciate that there's quite a few people here. I'm just gonna put I'm just gonna put Sky's theme on in the background, just like a little bit of background music. The first thing that I will say though, real quick, is I don't have all of the context as to what's been going on, and to be fair, I'm not entirely sure I want to know all of the context. The one thing that I will say though is, do not go and harass anyone. Do not stoop to anyone's level. Do not send anyone hate. Do not do anything like that. If you do that, I can't defend your actions. You're as bad as, you know, the people involved in this. So, regardless of what's happened, as Sonic said, it doesn't matter who is wrong or who is right. Don't be a twat, okay? Right, so we're going to be reacting to... I'll stream it real quick. Also...
Yeah.
I would like to say real quick as well, please, it's mostly just going to be me reacting to it. There are going to be a few people in VC. Kiwi and everyone in VC, you're welcome to join, but I would like you to I would like you to be respectful as well. Stay quiet for the most part, unless you've got something genuine to add to the points being made. I don't know why it says I've watched a lot of it. Oh, it's because I skipped. It's because someone timestamped a little bit, and I like looked at a timestamp with like one of the scans. Yeah. So with that being said, get a drink, get a snack. I have some water here. Let's get started.
As you're probably aware, I cut ties with Colin a bit ago, which is why he's no longer on any of...
You should write it on the screen. Oh, yeah, yeah, hold on. Just put it like that. There we go. Boom. Alright.
Of my stream. As you're probably aware, I cut ties with Colin
you guys hear it?
Which is why he's no longer on any of my streams, and it really boiled down
very
to
pixelated gameplay, SK.
criticism and pretending to be suicidal to avoid criticism. The evidence for this won't take very long to go over, and if you wish to pause the video to look at the screenshots...
Bro, is this Project 06 or the original 06? Like, this gameplay, it's hard to tell.
Feel free to do so. Links will also be in the description if you want to look at the evidence in isolation, so you can reference it to others. It starts with Colin responding to someone requesting...
It's a Project 06. I just noticed it.
Rivals because they saw a username called Jew Genocide. It seemed like he had a problem with the tweet.
Wait, hang on. I'm just Go back.
It starts with Colin responding to someone requesting basic moderation in Marvel Rivals, because...
Alright, so context. So, Yoo-hoo, comic Yoo-hoo, seriously, at Marvel Rivals, where's the moderation? Big fan of the game, but seeing this mid-game is gross. So, someone, for context, made their name that. Again, I'm not going to read out some of these things because, again, it's kind of offensive. And Colin responds saying, 24-year-old discovers edgy gaming usernames. Now... The reason we're going to go into this, because I'm sure that this isn't the last thing that they're going to say. However, I will say Marvel Rivals is rated T for teens, and in the UK it's rated as a 12. So I do think that there should be a little bit of moderation, but that's just me.
Because they saw a username called
agree,
Genocide. It seemed like he had a problem with the tweet, so I decided to push back, because that's obviously ridiculous to judge someone for.
So he responds, I'm not going to say the word for obvious reasons, shut the fuck up if you don't want to be handing these people ammo, which is entirely true. At the end of the day, these people just want attention, and you're giving them it. Also, yes, that's dumb as fuck. If your game played by kids, casually has juice and genocide, I don't know of it. Shout out, that's how you create idiots like Barda, lol.
I decided to criticize Colin on this from a couple of angles, one of which being that this would reflect poorly on him and could give ammo to people who already want to falsely tarnish his image. The other being that making fun of genocide isn't appropriate for a Marvel superhero game for kids, and expecting basic moderation for this is completely reasonable. Colin proceeds to say that his problem is that this person decided to...
So he said, that's a reasonable stance, did you? There's a difference between ditching the game, ditching a match, she didn't like something, thanks, I know. So he says, thanks, I know. We're going to see how well that ages. By the way, that user is Jewish, so saying Jew genocide written as a reasonable motivation to leave a game and play elsewhere. What kind of complaint is that? Completely stupid take. If I have a dude in my game called White Genocide, I would laugh at it and move on. I won't cry about it, wait until lose Matt, have a nutsack. So, this entire thing, I'm just going to give my two-piece on it. So, I agree with Colin's point to an extent. The idea that, yes, realistically, you shouldn't get offended by stuff like this. Like, realistically, like, it's not like they're going out of their way to insult you specifically. It's clearly something dumb. Like, you'll never see that person again on the internet. However, the question that I ask, because obviously I studied law, so, you know, you get to know, like, yeah, anyway. The question that I'm asking is, did the person who was offended have a disproportionate reaction? Now, what do I mean by this? So, let's say for the sake of argument, there were 3 people in the session, and all 3 of them got offended by the Jew, you know, insult. Okay, so person number 1, he gets offended, leaves the game, goes into a different lobby, continues playing the game, forgets it happened. Person number 2 plays the game, you know, leaves, continues playing the game, and after an hour, he goes on a Twitter rampage. Person number 3 quits the game straight away and does not stop until they have doxed the person's entire family. 3 people with the same response. They were insulted by what was said, but I think only one of them had a legit reasonable reaction. And from what I understand about the situation, the person was number 1 or possibly number 2. You know, they did make a tweet on the internet, but it clearly wasn't like a Twitter rampage. It was clearly aimed towards the people who made Marvel Rivals as, like, constructive feedback. Like, that's the way I interpreted the tweet. So, it's not like that person has gone on a complete rampage and been like, oh, you know, this Marvel game is, like, saying that shit. It's like, that's not what's happened. So the person who was offended, I don't think has done anything wrong. But what Colin is doing, based on what I've seen so far, he seems to be lumping all 3 people as, like, one. Like, whether they have a reasonable response or a not reasonable response. Colin is just lumping all 3 of them together. And I don't think that's a good thing.
Yeah, like, I would leave games if I feel uncomfortable or anything like that, just and just kept going my day. I was like,
Rivals
nope, I'm
match
not gonna be
because of
part
the
of this
Jew
lobby.
genocide name, despite
Yeah,
the Twitter
I
user
just
in
joined
question.
here.
I feel like
Somebody get me up to speed here.
You'll understand as fingers go on. I will say I would like people in VC. If you're gonna join VC, I would like you to stay quiet unless you actually have something to add on to the points being made. But the point with this sort of thing is, I feel like he's gonna talk about the edgy humor because that's something that SK brought up. I think when it comes to things like this, a degree of common sense is needed. Like, obviously, like, if I was playing with my friends and someone, like, named their character, like, Adolf, for example, I wouldn't care. It's clearly an edgy joke, it's clearly meant to get a laugh, but it's not aimed at anyone. It's not gonna make any offense, especially if it's, you know, on a game like, I don't know, like GTA or something, where it's like an 18 plus, right? You've got to have a degree of common sense. Do I think edgy humor is bad? No. But you do need to be careful using it. So,
Yeah.
like, it's not really an unreasonable to ask requests. Yeah, exactly. Like, it's not unreasonable at all. It's like, I think that the person who was legitimately offended did the right thing. They didn't do anything that was bad. Like, they were genuinely offended, and they wanted the developers to do something that would legit improve the game. I don't think that there's anything wrong with that.
Yeah.
What are you all talking about? If you don't know, you all will become clear.
Question being Jewish, he proceeded to display a blatant lack of empathy and said that he doesn't care and that leaving the game because the genocide of their people was made fun of makes them a pussy.
Alright, so let's have a read of those screenshots. If you can't hear the video, I'll turn the background music off. So he said, I wouldn't care either way if someone had I'm sure we all know what that word says.
Yeah.
That doesn't mean I'm going to tell someone they're the problem for wanting to leave when seeing that. So because you don't care, no one else should. What a dense argument. SK, shut the fuck up, I don't care, I'm calling him a pussy. Okay, so once again, Colin is lumping all three of those people that I mentioned in as one. Colin has a response video. Yeah, we're going to be looking at that on Thursday. Colin, your take is stupid. My take is he's a pussy. Alright, so he's doubling down, tripling down, okay.
Fun of makes them a pussy. He proceeds to downplay the idea that the Holocaust being made fun of could be offensive by showing that World War II ended in 1945, even though anti-Semitism didn't die in 1945.
No, that's just wait, hang on, let me just go back to that, hold on.
Okay.
My apologies, I was unaware I was affected by the Holocaust by Colin's logic. Comic Legend is a pussy if he doesn't like his dog's death being made of. I'm sure it's a real mental detriment. Yeah, so that right there is one of the most, I just want to say once again to the nearly 80 people in the stream, welcome, and I hope you all have a good time. But, yeah, like, this is one of the most insensitive things I've ever heard. The idea that, you know, World War II ended in 1945, therefore people shouldn't be offended by stuff. It's like, it's like, especially for, like, of all the tragedies you could have picked, whether it's the Battle of Hastings or some obscure shit from like history, you chose World War II, which is like one of two wars that the entire world was involved in. So no matter where you are in the world, World War II is something you know of, unless you're like fucking 5 years old and you play Fortnite all day. It's like, chances are you know what World War II is. And anti-Semitism, as SK pointed out, did not begin and end in 1945. It is a topic still being Jews are still affected because the World War II... like people died. Like, generations were affected. Like,
yeah.
It's like... I don't even know what... It's like saying, oh, you had a family member who died in September 2001 when the buildings were hit. Oh, it doesn't matter. It was over 20 years ago. It's like, how insensitive do you have to be to say that?
Anti-Semitism didn't die in 1945. I tell him that the effects this has on their family members would obviously extend to their children as well, who would have to hear of such—
People have grandparents who lived through it, dumbass. They literally tell these kids— yeah, like, they pass on stories from, like, generations. Like, it's ridiculous.
horrific stories involving their family. He then proceeded to spam the end date of World War II without making any kind of argument against what I said.
Yeah, it's like the fucking Titanic sank in 1912, but it's like people still remember the ship and honor it over 100 years later. It's like, who cares? It's like people still talk about the Black Death, even though that was in, like, Victorian times. It's like people still talk about COVID, even though it ended, supposedly. Like, it hasn't been talked about for, like, ages now. It's like, just because, like, things don't end just because people stop talking about it. Like, that's ridiculous.
He continues to make non-arguments against what we're saying when this is
It's like fucking, like, to use a less extreme example, it's like Sonic 06 is nearly 20 years old. It's like, people still talk about it. Fucking SK has background gameplay of it.
without making any kind of argument against what I said. He continues to make non-arguments against—
If someone did this in a ranked game, I'm crashing out. It's ranked. So you can crash out because you lose a video game, but people can't crash out because the genocide their family was made fun of. Oh dear.
what we're saying when this is clearly bothering us.
The past doesn't die. Yeah, exactly. Good point.
We're trying to give him honest criticism.
We're a
and he's
minute and
not
45
listening.
seconds into this video, and there's so much shit to unpack.
Jarvis rage bait this guy, fuck's sakes. No way. He did not. Hang on. He did not say that. Oh my god. What?
I think I'm gonna be sick.
I think I had that exact reaction when I watched the video. It's fucking
I think I'm just gonna hide my camera just so we don't miss anything. What the he did not say that. I don't care that this is private. You don't say shit like that. Like, I don't think it takes a genius to work out why this is bad. This is worse than anything Ultimate Joker ever said. This is worse than anything Synthetic Man has said. What is this? Oh my god. Like,
Yeah,
Ultimate Joker looks like Christ Almighty compared to this. Oh my god. You're siding with SK? I'm not siding with anyone, but it's very difficult not to side with SK when this is the fucking shit we're working with.
And while I found his overall mindset immature and wished he would grow moving forward, it wasn't enough for me to decide I can't be friends with this person. Because
that is a fucking friendship right there. If Colin can say all that and you're still willing to be friends with him, that shows you just how good of a fucking friend SK is.
at least in the past,
I would have been gone immediately. That's an obvious joke, bro. Oh, okay, so him saying this, it's okay, because it's just a joke. One of the things that you learn in law is just because something is a joke, that doesn't make you not accountable for your actions. It's like, it doesn't matter if you drink and drive and you kill someone whilst drinking driving, you're still responsible for it. It doesn't matter if it's a joke. That is unacceptable. Joe Billy, I know that you like trolling, don't even fucking dare. Don't even dare. I'm willing to accept fucking you saying that Sonic Forces is the best game ever, but you don't joke about that. You don't.
at least in the past, it seemed like
Like, don't even dare try that. You're getting banned straight away if you do that.
willing to accept criticism, even if he was so prone to making idiotic decisions in the heat of conflict.
Tell me what's the harmless racist joke right now. Tell me one.
The shit that I said. My example.
One.
I just said it. What's
Tell
so
me.
bad about? What's so bad about? I just said it. The shit
Say
that I
it.
said. The watermelon
Say it again.
shit. Oh my
Say it
fucking
again.
god.
Oh, fucking...
Say it again.
I'm assuming that this is the fucking sketch where they get him to say the watermelon joke. I'm just gonna fast forward past
The
this.
watermelon shit. Let me say it louder.
The watermelon shit. Let me say it 4 more times. Watermelon, watermelon, melon, watermelon. WATER. Watermelon. Say the joke. Say the joke right now. Say the joke.
You're black.
A murder joke's bad? Depending on the context, yeah, of course.
Watermelon. You're black to eat watermelon.
Colin has this tendency
So it's like, like, I'm not gonna get into that joke because, like, it's like, again, like, you just need some common sense. It's like, what? Obviously, he wasn't, like, it's the same thing where it's like, okay, just because he wasn't intentionally being, like, he wasn't intentionally being racist, like, to the person he was talking to, but even so, it's like, why would you even say that? It's like, a degree of common sense is needed. It's like, if... Man.
To throw his opinions in a provocative manner.
He should be... CMK villain, be very careful with what you just said.
And while some of the
Rift, hey, come on, you were overreacting. Colin was sleep deprived, he was awake for 24 hours. Oh yeah, Matt, yeah, he was awake for 24 hours, therefore he can say whatever he wants. Yeah.
Can
My
be
bad.
like fun. At other times, this can create...
Yeah, the fucking guy with the gun who nearly assassinated Trump. You know, he can get off scot-free. He was sleep deprived, guys.
Create serious problems.
Because that's totally how that works.
Against him.
CMK
Like
villain,
what we
be
saw in this
very
clip
careful with that.
He seems to have...
Echo, you a mod?
Not in the YouTube chat.
No, I can fix that at some point. Actually, no, I'm gonna fix that now. Maybe. One moment. I don't know how you do that, actually. Oh, whoops. Yeah, bear with me a sec.
No worries.
I don't know how you make people mods. I don't know if it's in streams or if it's in something else. Oh, it could be in settings, actually. Hold on. Kiwi and Bankai, whilst we're having like a little intermission, do you have anything to say, or...?
I just jumped into the chat here. I didn't realize this is when we were...
Yeah, we got a fucking awesome video here. This is insanity.
Yeah, I actually watched this video this morning, but I didn't want to bring it up during the stream.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I've not watched it, but holy shit, I'm like... barely even started and I'm at a loss for words.
I haven't watched Colin's response video, but at this point, I don't care to watch it. The shit I've seen in this video it's unforgivable.
For me, one of the biggest things that triggered me in this, I don't know if you got to this, was the fucking joke that Colin made when he was threatening that.
Right, standing moderators. Alright, what's your name, Echo?
And
Wait, do you want my...
in YouTube, yeah.
Okay, I think it's just... yeah, Echo07 DLX.
Right, there we go. Alright, there we go. I'm just gonna keep it at that for the time being. You guys are... I'm not a troll, I'm racist. Alright, you can just ban him. Echo, I'm fine with that.
Have much less...
The dude's crashing out, I unsubbed, he's tripping. Yeah, I've unsubbed from Colin as well. It's honestly about time someone called Colin out for this shit. He loves doing stuff like this all the while. Yeah, so you gotta go into the stream and click on them, then you can ban it.
Okay, I've never done this before, so...
Yeah, you just click on their name and it gives you the option to ban them. It should do.
Less of a lid on what he calls edgy...
You may need to refresh the stream just so it acknowledges that you're a mod.
Humor, and while I think it's really immature of him, I was also hoping...
I didn't watch the video because it won't get me up to speed. Trust me, like, you will realise what's going on pretty quick.
Some of this can be in light fun.
Yeah, can you just get rid of it?
Is it hide user on this comment? I've got it on my phone.
No,
is it hide...
no, it should give you the option to ban. Unless you... Wait, yeah, try that, fuck it. But no, it gives you the option to ban them, doesn't it?
It should, yeah.
It doesn't directly say the word ban.
Maybe it's me that has to ban them. Anyway, just hide them, that'll be right.
At other times,
I've done that
this can create serious...
If you want me to ban them, chat, I'll do it. Wait me a sec.
Yeah, like give it like thumbs up or something like that if you guys want.
Look at this, look at this here. Guys, you don't have to... I got it, relax.
Oh, okay.
I don't know if I do. I don't know if I do. Actually. Hiding is basically banning. All right, good enough. If he's hidden, that's good enough.
And allegations against him. Like what we saw in this clip right here, he seems to have much less of a lid on what he calls edgy humor, and while I think it's really immature of him, I was also hoping he'd grow and mature over time.
The joke does not have limits, the people and places do. Don't know how that's...
At least
okay.
Partially because of input from the company he keeps. That's represented by the pushback you're seeing from me in these messages.
Honestly, but... Like, seriously, do I even need to fucking comment? Like, seriously?
No. It's just,
do I even need to say anything? Like, that's ridiculous.
No, can we just move on, please?
If you're offended, mute. Dude, you can have some tact when your friend is upset, you know, like no one is laughing, you seem to care about what SK is saying.
Messages, but as you can clearly tell, he seemed to only ignore criticism because he doesn't want to hear it. It's one thing to be immature and ignorant, but it's a whole nother thing to block out criticism entirely because you're unwilling to hear it. Comic Legend even tells him to have some tact when we're clearly annoyed with him, and he proceeds to ignore this entirely. Comic Legend was so confused and didn't understand the behavior.
Colin said some vast stuff that makes Sympathetic Man like a saint, and Sympathetic Man said he hates the Fallout show. So, yeah, exactly, it's ridiculous. Riff banned Joe Billy, why what's he said now? Why ban CMK, racism isn't a crime. Joe, I'm giving you one more chance, mate, and otherwise I will ban you. Like, seriously, you ain't trolling about these things.
So
I did hide him, so...
No, I'm saying
Oh,
Joe,
okay.
not the other guy.
Yeah, no, I did that to Joe too.
Oh, you hid it? Oh, did you?
Yeah.
Oh, good.
To see how this would explain how he's behaving right now. He spams no to us in the chat when asked if he's okay. He proceeds to claim that he wants to kill himself, and we're all left shocked by this. I specifically told him this isn't funny in the event this is some kind of joke of his.
Joe's in chat. No, he's been timed out. He's been
He
hidden.
must have known that we
He had a check. Like, I even saw he typed the same thing twice, so no, he had a chance to shut the fuck up and he didn't, so he's
had
gone.
a problem with this from the start. He then proceeded
Again, everyone in chat, be very freaking careful with what you say. Joe is a Holocaust denier, by the way. He said that on Colin's channel. I'm not fucking surprised. Like, at this point, the guy will say anything to get attention. Like, I wouldn't worry about it.
proceeds to send a fake YouTube login and says first come, first serve. We then start a Discord call with him because we're worried that he could end up taking his life. He then joins the call to laugh at us for taking the situation seriously, despite him making an active effort.
everything okay?
As someone who has been there,
Oh, okay.
no. Absolutely fucking no way.
The only thing I will say...
Learning
like,
how to tie a hang rope, join the VC, I can't. Yes, you can. I can't take it anymore. Literally, hold on, what does he say? What's his defense?
That he could end up taking his life. He then joins the call to laugh at us for taking the situation seriously, despite him making an active effort to make us believe him.
Fiction.
How the fuck do you guys know I'm not fucking trolling? Jesus fucking Christ, dude.
Wait, you were not high?
No, I'm trolling. Jesus Christ, dude.
Oh my fucking god. I'm not dealing with this. Someone else can fucking...
No, I'm good.
Okay, I'm fucking done.
Alright, goodbye. I just wanted.
No one's laughing.
Get out of here.
I'm
Go
was
away.
just fucking with you guys.
I don't think anyone wants to hear your voice now. You can actually fucking leave.
After he leaves,
That was not okay. Especially the fact I have a Discord brother, and he had thoughts like that and stuff like that. Like, I thought I was going to lose him because, like, he told me and everything, and I've been, like, talking to him stuff, and I saved him.
Pissed.
I'm not...
No, you go ahead. I'm going to try to stop myself because
So-
it's a little emotional.
So,
but
chat,
sorry.
I don't mean to interrupt you, Kiwi, but
No,
chat.
please interrupt me.
I don't know, I said this in a previous stream, I'm gonna say this now, because there's a lot of people here. People have asked me in the past, why did I get puffer? Like, why did I get this puffer fish? The reason I did that was it was a kind of, like... You know how people have, like, therapy dogs kind of thing? That was, like, the equivalent, okay? because like obviously I don't like dogs for obvious reasons, and my mum's allergic, so can't have a real dog. So, like, when you're at, I don't even know. I'm like, I want to be angry, but I'm more just disappointed. Like, as someone who like actually, like,
I'm sorry, I can't, like, people trying to defend this saying it is just dark humor.
There is no defending this. Like, if you defend this, you're an actual muppet. Echo, can you ban ban the person in the chat, please? Thank you.
Which one is it?
You already did it.
Alright, yeah.
Yeah, this was the part I was.
All I'm gonna say is, as someone who literally contemplated taking my own life at one point, like, the idea that he can unironically do this and defend it. No comment.
I tell him this isn't funny, and everyone here is sick of him.
Not a single person here is laughing. I am. Piece of shit. Everyone here is sick of you. One of the people who told me about your shitty tweets was TK in a group chat Southpaw was in. I told them not to say anything to criticize it publicly, so you said you were suicidal. This shit ain't funny. Okay, then they can come to me. The point is you stress the fuck out of everyone for bullshit trolling.
I also told him that he made
people defend this. We've literally banned like 4 or 5 people now who have been in this chat defending this.
Other people worried about this,
Yeah.
such as TK, who sent Colin's tweet that started all this in a separate group chat.
So you use Puffer as a coping mechanism? Kind of. That's what he used to be, but now he's just like a mascot for the streams. So it's like, it's almost like symbolic for Puffer. It's like he helped me from a dark place, and now he helps other people smile. It's almost like something from a fucking film, to be honest. But like,
I'm gonna stay silent.
It's like
video's over.
It's like he's almost got like a little character arc. It's like he's even got his own like rival, like enemy with Echo. Like it's almost like it. But anyway. I laugh at dark humor myself, but that is way too far. Yeah, it's like I'm fully like I don't think that dark, edgy humor is like a problem, but like you've got to have common sense when doing it. Like making like all of your friends legit worry about you, and then just being like, "Oh, it's just a prank, bro." Like that's unacceptable.
And people in it. I had to tell them all not to criticize Colin because I believed he.
Yeah, what's up?
Yeah. I never knew someone who would take their life up, but I've experienced loss for myself. Like
like everyone's experienced loss. Like, and if you haven't experienced loss, well, in chat, then you've not got a lot to look forward to because it's fucking weird.
Yeah.
It's such a weird feeling.
And the fact that this fucking prick just freaking makes such a joke of something like that, just.
I mean, I don't really care about Colin. I barely knew him because, I'm not really like a Spider-Man Donny. But like seeing this is bullshit. As someone who wouldn't even be a fucking alive without my parents now, basically, this is disgusting.
But it's also one of those where it's like because like the thing with what happened to me is I feel like it kind of made me almost like numb to life in a sense, where it's like I just don't get bothered by stuff anymore. So it's like I have a lot of friends like on Discord, but it's like I don't have that many people as friends in real life, and I used to like really care about that. Now it just doesn't bother me, and it's like in some ways it's a good thing because it helps me at work. It's like, okay, people are being a piece of shit at work. It's like, okay, I was willing to end it all. Like, the fuck do you think you're gonna do to me? But it's like, in another sense, it's left a permanent, like, negative side to myself, where it's like, Kiwi, are you crying?
Kiwi, you okay?
Kiwi,
no, sorry.
If you need to mute and have a few minutes, you're okay. But the point I'm making is that, like, I don't want to talk about this, but it's like, even to this day, like, it happened, like, nearly 2 years ago for me, so it's like, even to this day, it's affecting me, so, like, the fact that he can genuinely say this is just fucking horrible. There's no defending this. Like, sleep-deprived or otherwise, it's like, there's nothing. Kiwi, if you need a few minutes, my darling, it's okay.
He was considering taking his life. He proceeds to justify.
Sam Raimi Spider-Man's in chat. At the very least, we're all on the same page with this. Me and my other friends have said worse things than Colin. Well, again, if you say it, if all of you are in on the joke, and, like, you're not deliberately trying to offend people, it's like, again, I just think as long as you're being careful and you have common sense, I don't think edgy humor is, like, the worst thing in the world. Colin, you acted like a drunk dipshit, acted like a total nutcase, defending the tweets while being inconsistent with your past standards, trying to convince us all you were going to kill yourself, put a Kratos gif. So people suicide can't use gifs ever, suicidal people find humour. Alright, bro, it can be over, I'll never troll again, that's not good enough, my deepest apologies. Is this an actual apology, or I just want to move on apology?
His actions and give an insincere and backhanded apology for it. And then when I brought up other situations I was dealing with, one of which I had to make a video on because of how bad it was getting, my goal was to get him to understand the additional stress he was putting me on. I brought up to him that one of these situations involved a friend of mine being harassed, which nearly resulted in an actual suicide. He tells me I shouldn't consider that my problem, as if I shouldn't stand up for my friend in that situation. And he elaborates by asking why—
I just want to say as well real quick to everyone, it's like, I'm not none of us in the Discord server are a magic wand, but if you ever need someone to chat to, just make sure you've got people around you, like whether it's my server, even Colin's server, SK server, whatever, like just make sure that you always have someone around you to talk to.
that would be put onto me if he actually did take his life. I don't know, Colin. If you don't have people defending you when you're being harassed and thinking of suicide, it might just be an obligation for your friends who know of this to support you instead of, leaving you behind. Just a thought. He then tries to justify it by saying that I only got stressed for 10 minutes, therefore it's okay for him—
Phoenix, mute if you haven't got anything to add to it. Or just remain quiet.
—to suicide bait to avoid criticism with no—
You made it worse by having me deal with freaking suicide bait. Dude, you got stressed for like 10 minutes of your day out of the most obvious troll in the world. You will live, move on. Is this who you are then? It's okay to stress people with life and death because it's only 10 minutes. Oh boy.
Sincere apology given. It eventually circled back to us arguing about the Marvel Rivals nickname, which you can see in this full argument he had with Kronos, where he did a terrible job and he made himself look like a complete moron.
You know what pissed—
Yeah.
Alright, so this is
much.
Alright, so this is the okay, so what he just said. So apparently this is an interview. Well, not an interview. This is like a Discord call between sending hugs to Kiwi. Everyone, you can spam emotes for Kiwi. So I think what this is, it's coming back to the whole Marvel Rivals offensive thing. I'm guessing that Colin is going to have a debate with Kronos over it. Fucking hell, it's a decent chunk of the video, over 10 minutes.
Pisses me off.
Yo.
About— oh my god, what's up, Colin?
I fear death way too much to commit suicide, let alone even talk about it. I mean, there's nothing wrong with that. It's like, at the end of the day, we're all scared of death. Like, it doesn't matter. It's like, but that doesn't mean that doesn't mean that you can't talk about it.
Whoever said that in chat, I completely agree with you.
Yeah, it's like it's someone who's called the Blue Blur. So so if I had to take a guess, it's like I don't want to assume shit, but like if you're calling yourself Sonic, it's like you're probably on the younger side. It's like, fearing death is okay. It doesn't make you any less of a person for fearing death.
Alright. I just want to get this shit over with. I'm in another call, that's why I'm not joining the fucking VC. But what's it called? What I'm basically saying with the whole, you're a pussy thing, with the context of this, is literally...
question for everyone. I've never been in Rift's chat, so I got a level 1 thing. That just means it's just like a cool thing. It's basically like it's basically like it keeps track of like what level you are. So like the higher your level, the more like I know that you're in my streams like often, kind of thing. So it's like people who are here like all the time, they're like quite high leveled. People who are just joining, they'll be level 1. That's basically what it means. It doesn't do anything, though. You don't have to worry about it.
This dude saw a name, right? And he's so deeply offended by it that he said, now I'm gonna ruin the fun of 5 other people's games. Or 4 other people, technically, because it doesn't matter. Just because this guy hurt my feelings, wah. So I'm gonna ruin these people's fun for the next 10 to 20 minutes, however long the game lasts, just because of that. I'm not saying that you losing the game is you taking it that deep. It's just like, oh, you're gonna ruin, like people play games to unwind, to have fun, right? Like, we all do that, right? So it's like, why are you gonna go and, like, want to ruin, like, those other people's fun for that certain amount of time? What the fuck? Wait, I'm not done. That's not downplaying trauma. That's not what I'm saying. Which you need to get through your head.
I was actually going to ask in the previous stream if the Colin you were talking about was the dude with Spider-Man 2. Yeah, it's that guy. And what's really freaking annoying for me about this situation is, like, I don't want to make this about me, but, like, Colin for me was, like, an inspiration to my channel. It's like his old Spider-Man, like his debunk of SK with, like, the Spider-Man PS4 video, his videos on Spider-Man 2, where it's like he was taking the piss out of, like, Amazing Lucas, because he was saying, like, oh, Spider-Man 2, it's just that it's not good enough. It's like that video, the person who said, oh, the swinging system, it's just the same shit over and over again, bro. It's like Colin's video on that. Like, those videos, as well as goodness knows how many more, convinced me to make Spider-Man content. We wouldn't have had my Insomniac Spider-Man content if it wasn't for Colin. It's like... So, in a way, I feel like I owe Colin that much. He helped... Like, he inspired me to make the videos that I made that helped me meet the community and make the community that I've made today. It's like, so for him to do this, like, it's legit hurting. Also, I've just noticed my fucking, my fucking Discord server in the top, I've just noticed that. Man,
yeah, the funny thing with that,
it truly is true. Like what they say, it's like you either die as a hero or you live long enough to become the villain. But it's like, I don't even know how this happens to YouTubers. Like, do you just wake up one morning and think, yeah, I'm just gonna cancel myself? like what happens? Like, is it just like a switch that goes off in your head? Like,
No idea.
I don't even know.
One thing I want to point out here is that
Go ahead, Bungo.
I just want to say that I also funny that you mentioned Colin, because honestly, he was the reason that how I discovered your channel, Rift.
Yeah, exactly.
So, in a way, in a way, if it weren't for Colin, I would never be part of the Puffer server.
Yeah.
Or talking with all you guys, like...
In a way, that's what led most of us to meet you. Yeah, exactly. It's like, fucking Asave wouldn't have met me if I didn't make the Peter was Nerf video. And it's like, I wouldn't have made that if I hadn't watched his live streams reacting to Gotham Paladins and fucking Synthetic Man and all the rest of it.
Rift, I do.
We're gonna watch the Collins response on Thursday because I have like an early shift on Thursday, so I have time in the evening.
How can you say
Can you
same?
pause it for a second?
Yeah, source speed, take care, dude.
So about the whole entire Marvel Rivals username thing.
Well, again,
for me, just as a person that has like played like a lot of games, when a person has a weird and messed up username and they're on your team, and keep in mind, like, I know that probably like a lot of people probably not going to understand this, but like when you have like a person with like an inappropriate gamer tag or whatever,
yeah,
and you're playing a game with them, you have the option to just ignore the gamer tag and just play with them, or I'm for me, like, I played Marvel Rivals, so there was a guy with a really messed up username, and he was on my team, and I still played with him.
Well, it's like that's perfectly fine, but that's that's irrelevant to what's being discussed, Phoenix.
Yeah, but it's like, coming from that, like, I can understand where Colin's.
Well, again, it comes back to what I was saying earlier. It's like, I agree with Colin's basic idea that you shouldn't get offended by what randoms say over the internet. Like, you shouldn't. Yeah. Like, if you play a match with randoms and someone calls you, like, the N-word or something, generally speaking, you shouldn't get offended by that, because at the end of the day, it's like, you'll go into a new match with different people, you won't see that person ever again. But again, it's like, if someone does get offended, do they have an appropriate reaction? So, like, the 3 people that I mentioned earlier, do you continue with your day as if nothing happened? Do you continue playing the game but then go ranting on Twitter about it? Or number 3, are you so freaking pissed off that you try dox their entire family? It's like, again, the idea that Colin is lumping all 3 of these people together and just being like, oh, you're a pussy if you get offended by what I say or what someone says. It's like, I don't think that's acceptable. It's like, this person basically did the right thing as far as I'm aware. They were offended, but they went to Twitter, but they didn't like go on a rampage. They just made a post towards the people who make the game and are saying, yeah, you should have some basic moderation for this game that is a rated 12. It's for teenagers. It's like, and I totally agree with that. As far as I'm aware, at least, they did not do anything wrong. And the idea that Colin is trying to paint them as being in the wrong, or just, oh, you're a pussy for being offended, it's like, true, they probably shouldn't have been offended, but you painting them as a person that is any less than what they are is not acceptable.
You need to get through your head.
How can you say in the same sentence, people go to play games to unwind, and then say you shouldn't feel that deeply about someone making fun of the genocide of your people?
That's not what I just said.
You just said the person shouldn't leave the match just because they got offended, and you're calling them a pussy for it. That someone made fun of the genocide of their people.
Okay. I'm gonna repeat this again because you just didn't listen.
What I said, he literally pulled a run it back.
All the person did was remove themselves from the situation. They did nothing wrong. Colin is mad that the people didn't get to finish a game. Yeah, exactly. It's like, if you're that freaking mad that your gaming experience is ruined because someone made the right choice for themselves, it's like, either get better at the game so that you can win even with a man down, or play a different game. It's like, I don't play PvP games, so this doesn't offend me. It's like, if I was to play, like, I don't know, Monster Hunter, and I saw that someone in the lobby had, like, I don't know, a freaking, I don't even know, like, an offensive emblem or an offensive name. It's like, okay, I can just go into my own quest with friends. I don't have to see them. Doesn't affect me in the slightest. It's like, if you're that freaking butthurt over Marvel Rivals, maybe you shouldn't play Marvel Rivals. Just play a different game. Add a couple of other games to your, you know, your rotisserie or your gaming library. It's like, that's all you gotta do.
Yeah, I do need to run it back because you're not listening. Like, what?
Don't fucking say that. You're making yourself sound fucking worse. Oh my god.
Okay, sure. You can say that. At the end of the day, this is literally, again, feelings versus feelings. What I said was, if you are going to, you are acting like a pussy if you saw a name that probably some fucking teenager made, just joking around. It's like, oh, that brought up trauma, right? Or whatever. It's like if someone brought up like fucking white genocide or some shit. Like I said this earlier. Like if someone brought up like
trauma or whatever.
I'm not done.
Or whatever.
Yeah, or whatever. Brought up trauma or whatever. It's not that serious.
Yeah,
only
whatever.
6 million people died. It's not that deep.
It's
like a chocolate.
Why
bar.
are you acting like that? What the fuck are you? I'm sorry. You gotta.
Have you gone to Colin? Yeah, we'll pass that.
You're like overly gassed. I'm sorry, but like there's no...
Yeah, like the whole feelings versus feelings thing is so stupid because it's like if it's like you can't just like it's like saying your feelings are invalid because it's subjective. It's like, yeah, no shit, feelings are subjective. Like that doesn't make them any less valid though.
No fucking way. You're treating this like the equivalent.
It's like saying, oh, my favorite color's blue. Oh, but my favorite color's red, so are you sure your favorite color's blue? It's like, yeah. Fucking, your opinion's your opinion. It doesn't make it any less valid.
Like, oh my god.
Also, I know that's a fucking tame example. Like, shut up. You know what you know where I'm getting at.
We get it.
You're fucking framing this is like all these 6 billion people died. It's like, what the fuck? Like, realistically, how many fucking Jewish people do you think is actually, like, on their knees crying over hearing the Holocaust mentioned or someone making a joke about it? Like, be realistic.
Well, it's like saying... Oh, fucking Christ. Okay, well, it's like... I don't feel like Jewish people are bulls, where it's like if you mention the whole... If you mention what happened in Germany, like, the fucking eyes go red and they just, like, get angry. It's like, I don't think Jewish people are like sharks with blood, where it's like as soon as they, like, get a whiff of, like, an offensive joke, they instantly, like, go haywire. It's like, no, like... But that doesn't mean that they wouldn't get offended. It's like... That's like... It's like going to Japan and making a joke about Nagasaki. It's like... Chances are you will offend people, especially if they're not in on the joke.
So basically, Johnny Somali.
I don't know that reference, but I'll say yes. Just
People
I literally
do
have a
that with
grandfather that
9/11.
had to deal with the Holocaust, by the way. Just
Okay.
It's
to
best
let
that
you
you
know.
don't know about him.
I literally
Yeah, his entire argument is I'm not offended by this, so why are you offended by it? Yeah, it's ridiculous.
have a grandfather.
I'm sorry. Why are you now overplaying
It's a
your
very
reaction?
sensitive thing in my family. Just to let you know, by the way. Just to let you know.
Their only reaction to seeing the name was quitting a match. Big fucking deal. They quit a match. Who gives a shit?
Yeah, it's like, I think that's totally fair. It's like they weren't trying to harass the person who was saying it. It's not like they were stooping to their level and being like, oh, you scumbag, or you whatever. It's like, no, they did the right thing. They left the fucking lobby. It's like, yeah, they went to Twitter and voiced their opinion, but it's like, yeah, they weren't saying, oh, Marvel Rivals is anti-Semitic because they allow people to say, like, fucking, Germany-related stuff from the 1940s. It's like, no, of course they weren't saying shit like that. It's like, they left the lobby, they voiced their opinion, and they wanted moderation to be included in the game. Especially since the game isn't made, it's made for a young audience. It's made for people who are, like, around 12 years old.
Yeah.
Frostwound, I've just joined the chat. What's happened so far? What fucking hasn't happened at this point?
My big fucking deal, right? I'm glad you're starting to follow. What I'm saying is,
they quit a match. Who cares?
the people who are just trying to have fun and that you just ruined it for the next 10 to 20 minutes.
Okay.
But again, like, it's quite literally Spider-Man Edge of Time. Like, are you saying that the lives of 6 strangers is more important than my feelings? Are you saying that the lives of 6 strangers are more important than my family, my beliefs?
Like,
I have left, like, what is this argument?
Phobia.
It's like, oh, you're offended by some. It's like, oh, his entire argument is, oh, my gaming experience was ruined because you were offended by something, therefore you're the asshole. It's like, okay, number 1, touch grass. Number 2, play a different game if it offends you that much. Play a single player game. Play Elden Ring. Play Red Dead Redemption. Play fucking Baldur's Gate. Play Monster Hunter. Do literally anything if that's such a big problem. Go back to Spider-Man 2. Modded Spider-Man 2. Do that. That's actually insanity. Bloody hell.
Okay. Their fun is more important than making fun of
why is it
the
more important?
genocide of 6 million people?
Why is it more or less important? Explain it.
Why is 4 random people's fun more important than your own feelings?
Don't repeat the.
Do I need to explain why 4 random people's fun is not as important as your own feelings?
No, I actually would love to see you try and actually objectively go at my argument here. Please, go ahead.
Okay.
The fact that he actually needs someone to, like, object.
Just keep playing.
Man.
Here we go.
What a joke.
So if you are an individual, correct?
Yeah.
The most important things to you should be yourself. It could also be your significant other if you have
mental health.
Your mental
Online Legends, shut the fuck up or you're getting banned.
health.
Of course. Yeah,
so you would place.
Oh, never mind. Echo beat me to it. I was gonna give you a chance, but I guess Echo's patience has run out.
That you would place that above some random 4 fuckers who you don't know winning in the beat.
This is like Black Ops 2 lobbies. Yeah, and again, like, if you're offended by stuff that takes place in Black Ops 2 lobbies, that's not an issue. However, at the same time, how you respond to it is, I think, what makes the difference. It's like, if someone was genuinely offended, like, say, for example, you were playing Black Ops 2 back in the day, right? You're in a lobby, like, search and destroy, you win the match, someone on the other team calls you the N-word. It's like, okay, you shouldn't respond, because chances are, like, okay, if you were genuinely mad about that, you would, 1, either leave the game, 2, stay silent, 3, report them. That's all you should do. It's like, that's literally all you have to, it's like, if you were to, like, stoop to their level, and he called you the M-word, and you said, like, oh, something else, and you went back and forth, it's like, yeah, you would be in the wrong as well. But it's like, the point is, if someone breaks the rules, they will get banned. They will get punished for it. And all that the person wanted for Marvel Rivals is for basic moderation to be introduced. Nothing wrong with that. It's like, this is the thing that's funny. If you don't break the rules, the basic moderation won't affect you. It literally won't. Like, 99% of people will not get affected by the fucking developers adding moderation. Now, if it was something like what PlayStation did, where it's like, oh, you need, like, PlayStation Plus or PlayStation Network to, because we can't have, like, cheaters in the game, it's like, that is different, because that actually affects people's, like, obviously PlayStation Network's not available in certain parts of the world, people don't have access to accounts, you know, whatever the reason. It's like, that affects people. Like, adding a little bit of moderation does not affect you if you don't try break the rules.
In the League of Legends game or whatever.
Right. I'm glad you're following. So, So what you just did is you just ruined the fun. You were being a pussy because someone made you go wah-wah for a second. Like...
Wow. Unfucking real. Like, what do I even say to that? You were being a pussy because someone made you go wah-wah. It's like, again, what did the person involved do? They removed themselves from the situation, and they voiced their concerns on Twitter. That is it. And in their tweet, they didn't say anything offensive. They didn't say, oh, the developers of Marvel Rivals are anti-Semitic. No. All they said was that Marvel Rivals is a game for kids, it's a game for teenagers, it's rated 12, basic moderation should be included. That's all they said. And Colin's response is being like, oh, you were just a pussy, you know, what they said made you go wah-wah. And again, realistically, the person, I'm willing to bet that the person who made the tweet probably wasn't offended. They probably wasn't. They probably saw that and they thought, okay, that's not acceptable. Something needs to be done. Like, they probably didn't cry themselves to sleep over it. This is probably what they did. They quit the game, made a tweet about it, and then just went back to playing the game. Like, that's probably what they did. Or they played something different. Rift, all I ever wanted was all that I ever wanted was to just say something. You must see why I had to betray you. You didn't betray me. You betrayed yourself. I get that reference.
Unironic that you didn't objectively go at anything. You just went back to the feelings versus feelings thing. There's nothing objective.
Yeah, come in. By the way, if you guys want to make memes of this and send me it in Discord, fucking go for it. Like, the freaking hashtag Colin get a job on Twitter has been the funniest shit I've actually seen on Twitter in a while. Like, that shit actually convinced me to get Twitter.
I'm not gonna lie, those memes are funny, though.
So, like, if you guys want to make a load of memes and send me them, freaking be my guest. The amount of times I laughed at the hashtag Colin get a job thing is hilarious.
It's subjective.
I objectively explained why people put their own feelings above the feelings of 4 random people.
Feelings are inherently subjective, Chronos. What are you talking about? You're
but it's like...
retarded. Like, what?
So you just called the guy fucking the arsler. It's like saying that something is subjective is just the worst freaking argument, because all Chronos has to say is, okay, feelings are subjective. It's like, why are their feelings any less valid than yours? It's like, oh, man, it's ridiculous. It's like, again, let's be honest, they probably weren't offended. They probably quit the game, posted, wait, something on Twitter is funny. Yeah, just type in hashtag Colin get a job. You won't be disappointed. It restores my faith in humanity that you guys can create some of the funniest shit I've ever seen in my life. But let's be honest, like, I think, again, Colin has a point. you shouldn't get offended by stuff you see online. Especially if it's in a game. Like, you shouldn't. Like, it's different. Like, again, if it's, like, a degree of common sense is needed. So, for example, let's say someone in a video game calls you a slur. Who the fuck cares? If someone like Colin, who has an audience, has a Discord server full of people, has a lot of people who potentially look up to him, a lot of people who, you know, view who he is, like, entertainment-wise, he is a part of a lot of people's lives. It's like he makes videos to entertain people. People probably come home from school or work, look forward to his content, and, you know, he does have a platform. Like, 70,000 people is no joke. Like, that's pretty good for a channel. So, for him to say these things, it's a totally different kettle of fish. It really is. It's like, one is a random over the internet. This guy is someone who has a connection to people. So when he's saying stuff like this, it's terrible. Like, why would you want to associate with this guy?
Right.
And if he is willing to say all of this shit about Synthetic Man, where he's like, oh, I didn't play the Miles Morales game for obvious reasons. It's like, I think that it's fair to do the same thing for Colin. It is. Like, the guy literally said, oh, we should basically restart what the Germans did in the Second World War. Like, that is me putting it entirely politely. He said that. Fucking look at around the 2-minute mark of the video, he said that. It's like, why would you want to associate with someone who says that? At the very least, if someone says something to you in the heat of the moment, they have the excuse of, it was the heat of the moment. Doesn't mean it's right, but they have that excuse. He typed that shit out. He typed it out and sent it to what I'm assuming is a public channel. That is not okay.
You realize
And you need the common sense to see the difference between the two.
that objectively people place their own feelings or the feelings of people they know above the feelings of random people.
And
you are aware that is a fact, right?
I'm very aware of that, and I'm also aware that in doing so, you can be being a pussy.
It's being a pussy to place your own feelings above the feelings of four random people. What is that? What is that standard, my guy?
Okay, Kronos. Kronos. So let's put your standard in actual like practice here. Let's say I work in a McDonald's and a group of 4
You're
dudes.
saying the lives of billiard strangers are more important than my loved ones.
I'm actually trying to get this over.
No. I know what's coming.
Let's say a group of 5 people walk into a McDonald's.
Okay, well, I actually work in a restaurant, so let's see if this analogy works.
And they get like they share like a 30-piece McNugget with each other or whatever, right?
This debate is
one of the dudes walks in. One of the dudes out of the 6 other people.
I work at a
walks in, they're like, they have a shirt.
Oh, hold on.
One of the dudes walks in. One of the dudes out of the 6 other people walks in, and they're like, they have a shirt on that says Jew genocide. Would it be okay for you to now
How fucking nonchalantly he says that shit? That's insane.
Rub your nuts on some of their nuggets because your personal feelings got upset?
What the fuck?
That is not in the slight. That is okay. Hold on. So. Okay, so. Fuck me. Okay, so. According to Colin, a guy gets offended in Marvel Rivals. They leave the lobby. That is equivalent. Oh, and they make a tweet because they want the game to be a better place for everyone. So according to Colin, that is the same as getting offended by what someone says and committing a crime. Indecent exposure and also breaking sanitary standards. Like if you pulled out your ball sack or your penis or your vagina or whatever and you rubbed someone's food on that and then put it in the box and sold it, you would get fired on the spot. You wouldn't like
a better analogy.
You would get sent to fucking prison depending I don't even know fuck me. That is That is one of the most... Was he awake for 24 hours when he made this analogy? Like, what is going on? That is one of the worst analogies. Isn't that a crime? Yeah, it's indecent exposure. It's breaching of sanitary standards. You'd lose your job like that if you did that. You may as well just go up to your boss and tell them they're a bitch. Like, you get the same result. Like, you don't do that.
Like, I technically had a Karen, I had to step away.
Okay.
And, like, my manager have, like, told me just to go home because I did not feel safe during
If you do that, you're going to hellfire. Why are we talking about private areas getting rubbed on food? It's an analogy that Colin made. It doesn't make any sense. So apparently, going on Twitter and wanting a video game to be better for everyone is the same as someone committing multiple crimes. Man.
What is that whack-ass comparison, my guy?
Oh my god.
You just compared someone removing themselves from a situation
I'm
where
literally
they're
getting
comfortable
dumber
to act.
fucking listening to this shit.
That was...
And I'm not gonna lie, his argument is...
Well, anyway, let's see what... It sounds like fucking Comic Legend and Kronos are having a field day with this one.
Themselves from a situation where they're uncomfortable to actively doing something like that is, first of all, a crime because that'd be indecent exposure, and second of all, you are wildly blowing the reaction out of proportion. If you were to be if you were to actually compare it, it would be like someone walking in with a shirt that said, if you have a group of 6 people and one of them has a shirt that says Jew genocide, it'd be the equivalent of you.
You know what? I'm gonna quit video games even harder now. Yeah, exactly.
Getting up and just leaving without...
This is possibly the dumbest drama to grace the planet. It's not over a username, Mohab. Like, that's just a tip of the iceberg. Like, he said some really fucking terrible shit. Also, can we just appreciate the messages in the background? I'll read it out to you guys because it's a bit small, just like my knob. You don't have to take the trauma your family went through seriously, do you think, before typing? The lack of empathy is insane. Crazy how the death of your great-great-grandfather doesn't affect the other 5 people just trying to have fun whilst you ruin it for the next 10-20 minutes. Crazy how feelings versus feelings work. So again, like... I don't even know, like, why he keeps doubling, tripling. I have no idea if this is taken place, like, during, before, like, the fucking VC, but, like, either way. Seems like you're taking losing a video match pretty seriously for someone trying to downplay one of the biggest atrocities committed by mankind. That's not what I'm saying, but keep misunderstanding. I mean, it literally is what he said. Like, it's not a misunderstanding at all. Riff, love the hat. Thank you, it's on my merch page. You can get one for yourself. But, the trauma caused by the death of 6 million people at the hands of an authoritarian madman is more important than your video game. You're saying the lives of a billion strangers are more important than my loved ones. Fuck me. That line is just... I've no idea who wrote the line for Spider-Man Edge of Time, but they need to return for Marvel Spider-Man 3. We need that line to return. We need it. Like, that line is just one of the best Spider-Man lines I've ever seen.
For anything. And I would say, yes, that is okay for you to just leave without paying for anything if one of the people you're with decided to wear a shirt saying Jew genocide.
How are you gonna leave without paying for it? That's such a dumb...
I'm gonna be real, I'm completely lost. Like, I have no fucking idea what they're talking about.
Oh, you work there?
What are you talking about?
How the hell is this fucking conversation still not over yet?
This is quite literally, like, arguing with a smart person is hard, arguing with a dumb person is impossible. Like, that's quite literally what I'm hearing right now.
To be there, and what you're doing,
I am literally
if you were to put your nuts on their feet,
throughout
that would
this
be a
whole
crime.
conversation.
What? In fact, you could actually...
Enough with this line. No, we need this line to be framed. Like, this needs to be fucking hung up in the White House. Like, this line is incredible.
Actually get that person removed if they were... You could literally get that person thrown out if they were a shirt saying Jew genocide.
You know what?
You can legally get that person thrown out.
No,
do you know that?
Okay. Let me do this then. Let me.
Wait, Kronos, I want to ask you something, and this is actually really funny. So you know what's really funny about this whole thing about the video game stuff?
No, wait. You can actually. You know what's funny? You can refuse them service. You can refuse them service.
You know what's funny? Like, rubbing your nuts on someone's food is objectively, like, contaminating it versus fucking having fun in a video game, which in itself is subjective anyway.
Yeah, like fucking contamination as well. Like, breaching sanitary standards.
Please do, because that was a fucking argument.
Okay, so, again, same situation, and it's just, okay, you don't serve the other 5 people because that one dude walked in with that shirt. Like, is that not you just being a pussy and ruining the shit for 5 other people?
No. Well, again, it's like if they find that funny, it's like I don't think that's an issue. It's like if you kick them all out, it's like I don't think that's an issue. It's like we've had instances like that where it's like, yeah, there's been like a group of people come into the restaurant and what have you, and like one of them causes trouble. It's like we kick them all out. It's like, why would you take chances at that point?
Exactly.
Like, ironically enough, the more I'm listening to this, the more I'm convinced he's never had a real job, which is kind of ironic.
Just because of one person?
Yeah.
No.
No. Okay. Why?
What do you mean, why? Why
mean,
is it pussy? Why is it pussy to refuse service to someone?
Why are...
I love the way Kronos said that. Like, why is it pussy? Like, I'm just imagining them holding a fucking... Never mind.
Are you
because they wearing it?
Dude, if the business that I'm working
Why is it
for
pussy?
doesn't respect my personal
Once again, this comparison fails.
Order.
This
Order in the court.
fails because you are comparing you having to be there and look at that person to someone wanting to remove themselves
I
from
do
the
not
situation.
remember this section
Like those are
being
the
as long
exact
as it
opposite.
is.
It's probably because you skipped it. Like, let's be honest. You probably just fast forwarded it.
I actually sat
No,
through
they're
it
not.
all.
Because...
Right, okay, how the hell... Okay, how does this section end? Like, we get the fucking point. Okay.
You comparison doesn't work either, my guy.
Just
You're
spewing out more
comparing the
fucking
fact
bullshit,
That someone
pretty
wants
much.
to leave a match to someone that has to stay there.
Them talking over each other. It's fucking
Yeah, like
chaos.
one is
That's the best
one is literally keeping yourself afloat with money.
Stop talking.
Who could have imagined that a username debate would scale to this madness? Well, again, it's like, it's not just the freaking username, like, he said, like, other shit as well. It's like, at the start of this video, he was like, yeah, we should just bring back the freaking, the freaking, I don't want to say the word, because I don't want YouTube to get mad, but it's like, he literally said, oh yeah, you know, like, what the Germans did in 1940s? Yeah, that should happen again. He literally said that in a public VC. It's like, that's unacceptable. Freaking joking about suicide, it's like, that's unacceptable. Especially, like, being aware that your friends are legitimately concerned about you as well. It's like, that's not okay. It's not just the freaking username thing. Like, that's only one piece of this puzzle.
And also, this is completely ignoring the monetary incentive that one of these is a job and the other one is a
literally.
game.
That is such a fucking stupid comparison.
And even in your job, they will literally account for your personal comfort. That is like a fucking part of the law. So it's like even funnier.
Okay, bro.
Yeah, like Kronos is like fucking Kratos for this. Like I'm surprised that he was like, I would have just been so freaking lost. Like I don't even know how he was able to do this. It's like, do you know what this reminds me of? There was one instance where like I unironically like debated with someone on a topic, and they tried like, I'm not even gonna fucking say it, but like anyway, it was fucking stupid.
Yeah, let's continue.
Yeah, we got it.
You bring that up.
Well, no, basically there was something to do with like someone unironically said okay. Someone said this to me in VC one time, because we were debating, like, Superman versus Thor from the films, and you know the feat where Superman takes a nuke, like in Batman vs Superman?
Yeah.
They unironically said that a nuke is more powerful than a sun, because the nuke is hotter. No comment.
That's...
It's literally, you're...
Like, I was just like, okay, I'm tapped out. Like... You think that a nuke is more powerful than the thing that could casually one-shot our planet? Yeah, okay. You do you, buddy.
You're getting into the nitty-gritty details of the comparison.
The nitty-gritty details.
You what?
I said you would just have a better... I think you would have better luck just talking to a fucking brick wall at that point.
Yeah, like, chat, never become a YouTuber. Never get into power scaling. Like, you hear some of the most brain-dead fucking things you've ever heard in your life. Like, just when you think you've heard it all, someone manages to fucking add another brick to that pile of Jenga that is your life.
I try to live stream when I can, but
I'm just laying out
the nitty-gritty details of why my comparison is stupid. Okay, but
you're literally just nitpicking at fucking like the aspects of working a job or whatever. When I'm just laying out.
You're the one that compared it to working a job. You compared a game to working a job. That was a decision you made.
I'm not gonna.
You didn't have to make that decision.
For a job, you have an obligation to fulfill the customer's need. In an online game, you have no moral obligation to play with someone if you feel uncomfortable. Yeah, exactly. It's like if you're uncomfortable, just leave. It's like you're allowed to. That's within your right. Fuck being a YouTuber, one slip up as your career is put on Satan's ass. Well, just don't slip up. Well, not even that. It's like I've slipped up in the past, and it's like I've paid the price for it. But it's like you don't like. Again, it's like the thing with Ultimate Joker. It's like how in some of his videos, it's like yeah, he could have phrased a few things better. Like the way he phrased things was definitely not how I would do it. But it's like. Yeah, me labeling him as racist, especially when, you know, I'm only watching a handful of videos from his channel, it's like, yeah, that's probably not a good thing on my behalf. It's like, even, regardless of what you think about the guy, like, regardless of what you think of me, it's like, I shouldn't have done that. It's like, I think that's fine, and I'm willing to apologize for stuff like that. But it's like, I think that to an extent, you can make fuck-ups. Like, if you make one or two, like, big fuck-ups, it's not the end of the world. But when you do, like, something like this is like... It's like... I don't even know. It's like, it's too much all at once. Especially with the fucking car. Like, the fucking car breaking down and begging... Like, that's just the freaking final straw.
I'm not gonna stay here if you don't let me finish this.
It's like, you don't have to be a moral saint all the time. Like, do what the fuck you want. But, like, you just need to not be a dick. Like... It's like you should hear the jokes that I say in my spare time. Like I am one evil motherfucker when I want to be, but that's the point. I know when I can get away with it. I know when I can. I know when I can't.
I've been there in some of his chats.
Yeah, it's like I know when I can and I know when I can't. It's like that's all you got to do. But if you don't know when you can and when you can't, then yeah, get the fuck out.
And it's also best to just keep it private because like
yeah,
if that shit gets out, like it's not going to look good on you at all. So if you're going to make those sorts of jokes, it's best you just keep it between friends and in private.
Wait, what? Wait, hang on. What happens? I think you rage quit.
Working a job. That was a decision you made.
I'm not gonna.
You didn't have to make that decision.
Kronos, I'm not gonna stay here if you don't let me finish the sentence, and if you don't just.
Well,
listen.
goodbye then. Have a nice day. Like, what the fuck?
Okay.
Like, we give a shit.
Alright, cool.
After those...
Wow. So you just fucking lit. What a fantastic argument. Like, not gonna lie, I feel fucking enlightened by that. I'm just gonna go for like 2 seconds. I'm just gonna go get my drink and go for a piss. I'll be right back.
Alright, well, let me hear.
Yep.
Oh man, there's no gaming rift chair. It's gone now. That's a shame. Dun 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 dun.
You making sure there's no dead air here, Echo?
Huh?
Making sure there's no dead air while we wait for Rift?
Yeah, kinda. I mean, I've done it before. Actually, that's what I used to do every time Rift would be. You go get a drink, and I'd just be like, "All right, lads, it's me. Hello."
Yep, I'm doing okay. I just got a little bit emotional during the earlier part.
Okay.
Just because I, like I said, I had friends who had those thoughts and stuff like that, so the fact that Colin made those kind of jokes is...
Yeah.
Yeah.
Abdul, just take the piss as much as you want. If you're making jokes about me, I don't care. I'm open to having jokes with you all the time, mate. I'm open to having jokes with anyone as long as shit doesn't get fucking like offensive and shit. I don't like. As long as it doesn't get out of hand to the point where someone's like uncomfortable or not okay with it, like I'm not bothered.
Yeah, my show plushie and my teddy bear that I have for years are giving me comfort throughout this video, just helping a lot.
I have my dog Jenna for that. She's my emotional support animal.
Okay, good, because my apology was a joke. Yeah, you wouldn't apologise to me! Out of all the people in the world, you cheeky devil, you would not be apologising to me. You absolute melon. Yeah, Ref's gonna go over the Colin response video on like Thursday.
Yeah, if I wanted to Rivet giving a false all, I would be, yeah. Like, that was so funny, King John.
Even though it's very hypocritical, King John, considering your profile picture is a dinosaur, but you know.
Humans. Also, I just want to say, real quick, bear me a second, I've got my earphones right in, so it's all good. Are you guys still here in chat?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just want to say once again, Colin has a response. Yeah, we're gonna watch it on Thursday. I just want to say real quick, once again, we are actually sponsored. This channel is sponsored. It's a very good cause. It's called Let's All Pay for Colin's Car. It's a charity organisation that I'm very proud of. It's a good cause. I'm very much proud to be a part of it. I want to thank them very much for sponsoring the channel. So yeah, any donations to the stream will be going towards his car. And I might pay for his gas bill as well while I'm at it, because it's a very good cause. We're very, very honoured to do it. I don't know why people are laughing in chat. Like, it's not a fucking joke. It's like, yeah, so with that being said, fucking your bank allowance, anything, like, fucking money you inherited from your parent, like, anything, just bring it all in, we can pay for his car. So that being said, I don't know why people...
I will give my left kidney if it means supporting Colin to get his car.
I don't know why people are laughing either, like, genuinely fucking...
If it has a 7 in it, you have to do it. I don't make the rules, I just follow them.
Yeah, it's like... Yeah, and any money left over, you know, we can give it to Synthetic Man, fuck it.
After those ridiculous arguments, I really couldn't handle it anymore and just removed him after he left. He eventually proceeded to go to a
No, I honestly don't blame SK for removing him. It's like, after all the shit he said and then he said that stuff, it's fucking ridiculous.
Discord server that I'm not in, which has over 130 people in there, most of which I don't know or trust, and proceeded to leak
Which car? Broken down Chevy Silverado? No, it's a Silverado. Wait, Silverados never break down. Are you kidding me? No, it's a Chevrolet Camaro. A Silverado is a pickup truck. A Camaro is a muscle car. Like, they're two different things completely. I'm sorry, but if you make a freaking Chevrolet Silverado break down, you're actually a muppet. Like, those things are tanks. Like, if you get a Silverado to break down, you're a cock.
The DMs of us arguing about the subject afterwards, which ultimately doesn't share anything different from what we already know. The only thing it really shows us is that I'm not in any mood to voice chat with him, for very obvious reasons. I only found out about this leak through someone who wasn't in
I'm not gonna lie, this gameplay looks very good.
Chat or involved in the situation, and someone calling.
I'm sorry, but when the best part of the video is Sonic 06 gameplay, that's how you know something's wrong.
I'm pretty sure this is Project 06.
I think it's Project 06, but like, I'm kind of like 50-50.
I'm very confident it's Project 06.
He hasn't used like any gems or like any I'm guessing that he's new to Project 06, because he definitely hasn't upgraded Silver, because he hasn't got the teleport dash or anything. But anyway.
The server. Clearly, Colin didn't care about
anything. He's probably
this whole drama is nothing but stupid. Both sides are in the wrong. How are both sides in the wrong? I don't see SK doing any of the shit that Colin's done.
Exactly.
I mean, maybe SK's made a few mistakes here and there, but it's nothing compared to the shit
no
Colin's
regard
done.
for random people grabbing those DMs and potentially spreading it to others, or leaking it publicly if they were in the mood. So because I wasn't interested in dealing with a messy game of telephone and random leaks about the situation, I decided to make a full thread with the evidence I just showed earlier, which I'll link in the description. And it's funny because beforehand, I specifically
What is considered good Sonic gameplay? At this point, as long as you're having fun, that's all that matters.
Sonic Forces.
Yeah, fucking Forces, yeah, why not? Fucking Sonic Chronicles, yeah, fuck it. Alright, so DMs for... So this is SK's Twitter, so I've... Wait, SK stands for Sergei Kravenov. Oh, cool. I never noticed that. Probably because I don't use Twitter. I've cut ties with Colin. It's one thing to say something ignorant and stupid, it's another to deflect criticism in the most disgusting manner possible. For privacy's sake, I'm not revealing what he did to everyone, but it's clear he won't listen to us or will regress later even if he does. In Spider-Man 2 character development treatment. He wants to change later on, that's great, but clearly we're not getting through to him and he doesn't care to put forth any effort right now, despite making it seem like he has. I will add that if he proceeds to misrepresent anything about the situation or reveal anything private, then the full information is going public. Let's just say it's a really bad look for him. Yes, indeed it is. The shit that we've looked at today has been very spicy.
Specifically said that I will not reveal the details of why I cut ties with Colin, unless Colin breaches privacy on the matter.
The enemies to friends to enemies is insane. Yeah, it's not even a character arc anymore, it's a fucking character wave. It's like...
And he proceeds to breach privacy on the matter. In response to this...
Oh, okay, so Colin sees that and immediately decides to break the promise. Excellent. Love when that happens.
Yep. Proceeds to leak the DMs on his Twitter as if this...
Bruh, I love the fact that I love the fact that I can stomach all this. Like, I know that Bankai is very unhappy and very uncomfortable. Like, I'm so happy that I can just look at shit like this, because... On the one hand, stuff that he has said, like, genuinely bothers me, but, like, most of this shit, it's like... It's just oil on the fire at this point. It's like, yeah, he's already destroyed his reputation. Let's just keep getting more and more things. I didn't leak anything in a public server, but since SK wants to make such a little thing out of nothing... Little thing out of nothing, huh? He also didn't show everything it said in the group chat and shared a VC while I was being interrupted the entire time. If he's referring to the VC that we just saw,
helps his case at all. When reading the DMs only reaffirms what I already showed in my thread. This is also linked in the description if you want to check.
This is Sonic and Eggman in Lost World in a nutshell. Yeah, accurate.
For yourself.
This whole freaking situation for me is that it's basically the equivalent of freaking somebody burning your house down and pissing on the ashes. I know it's a weird analogy, but yeah.
But yeah, I just want to say real quick, I appreciate everyone being here. It's a fucking shit situation. If you want to, I don't know, subscribe to the channel, join to the Discord. This is a fucking terrible situation, and we're all in this together. So the point I'm trying to make is, please find yourself someone to talk to. Don't matter who it is, please make sure you have someone out there who's got your back, because you never know when you need it.
Claiming he was sleep deprived.
Arguing with me on this stance, and I was awake for around 24 hours at the time trying to fix my sleep schedule, so I was awake for around 24 hours when this all started, so I was kind of out of it, and funny enough, one of the symptoms of lack of sleep is actually impaired judgment, which is pretty funny with everything I'm about to explain, but whatever.
So I think the thing that bothers me about this is how nonchalant he seems. He's like, oh, yeah, fucking sleep deprivation makes you a complete dumbass, but, you know, ain't no big deal, I'm alright, guys. It's like, oh, thank you for congrats on the 14k. Yeah, thank you very much. But the thing that really concerns me about this is I have... hold on, again, like, I'm trying to not make this about me, but I'm trying to use me as an example, because obviously I only know myself. It's like, oh, fuck's sakes, Gordon Ramsay.
You really do die a hero or live long in.
But
wait, hang on. $5 from Tony Sonic. You really do die a hero or live long enough to see yourself become the villain. It's sad. I really thought Colin was one of the good ones. Well, it's like, even on his best days, it's like Colin was very like over the top with like his insult. Like he wasn't like SK, where it's like SK like only stuck to the arguments for the most part. And the same can be said for Comic Legend. It's like the thing with Colin, it's like even on his best days, it's like he'd still insult people and what have you. So it's like, it's one of those where it's like, I liked his content for the debunks, but not so much for him. It's like, I liked his videos, they were entertaining, but it's like, even on his best days, like, he sounded not the best of people. It's like, I will forever respect Colin for, like, inspiring the content on my channel. And to give credit where credit's due, like, the one time that I took part in a Disagreement Day stream, he was very nice, very civil, made me feel welcome, same with SK. and we had a good chat. It's like,
Yeah.
to give credit where credit's due. Like, he's not a complete bell end all the time, but, you know, this has happened, and it's insane. But to come back to what I was saying, was, use me as an example. So it's like, I have quite a few hobbies, like swimming, gym, a few other things. It's like, I make quite a few YouTube projects, you know, in a week. I also work, like, you know, 5 days a week, like my other job. And like, there's other stuff that I do as well. It's like, I've never had to stay awake for 24 hours, though. And Colin even admits, it's like, yeah, he's admitted, it's like, yeah, YouTube is his job. He doesn't have any other job. YouTube is his job. So, like, why... Number one, why did he buy the fucking car if, like, he doesn't need it to, like, commute to work? But also, why does he need to stay awake for 24 hours? It's like... I don't know. It seems like he's been irresponsible, aside from anything else. It's like, obviously there are times, like for example, when I went to China and jet lag fucked me up, and I was awake for like 36 hours because of like, you know, jet lag. It's like, under those circumstances, I can understand it. But that is very fucking rare.
Like, I like sleep deprived before, but I would not act like that. I would actually try to get some sleep and ignore people and stuff like that. I'm like, hey, I'm tired. Can we talk about this later? I do know I'm not in the right mind, not in the right head. I'm really, really tired. Can we just do this another time?
Even if Colin, like everything remained the same, he's clearly not genuine with his response. It's like, if I said something really bad, like say for example I insulted Kiwi or I insulted like Bankai, I would be like, okay, there's no excuse, I was sleep deprived, you know, I'm sorry, I hope that I can earn your trust back. But it's like with Colin, he's just like, oh, so you know, I was sleep deprived and people are on my ass, but you know, sleep deprived makes people have lapses of judgment, but what can you fucking do, am I right, guys? It's like, he doesn't seem genuine with his apology. It's like, and it's not an excuse anyways. Like, even at the best of times, it's not an excuse. It's like saying, oh, I may have ran people over in my truck, but it weren't me that ran them down, it was the truck that did it. It's like, no, you did it. It's like, no, it weren't me, it was the alcohol that did it. It's like, okay, you're still responsible for your actions. It's like, oh,
yeah.
Fucking accelerator pedal that did it. It's like, okay, your foot's on the accelerator pedal. It's like, it's still your fault. Like, you chose to get behind the wheel of a moving vehicle. It's like, it's your fault no matter which way you spin it. It's like, so even at the best of times, it's still not an excuse.
I checked. Sleep deprivation.
Well, no, it is an excuse, but it's not like... Like, even if he was 100% genuine, you would still not forgive him straight away. Or I wouldn't, anyways.
Right.
Yeah. Doesn't make you avoid criticism by pretending to be suicidal. It's being morally bankrupt that does. So far, it's not looking great for Colin. He thinks it's bad for someone to leave a video game when someone makes fun of the genocide of their people, all because they could lose a match. He thinks it's unreasonable for Jewish people to be upset over the Holocaust by removing themselves from situations.
You can't use being drunk as an excuse either. Yeah, like, that's exactly what I'm saying. It's like, you can make all of these excuses, but you're still responsible. And it's like, I would consider myself to be a fairly forgiving person. I'm not gonna say who this person was, but you, Echo especially, will know who I'm talking about. There was a person in my Discord server who is very passionate about Spider-Man, and there's nothing wrong with that, but they took things way too far at times, and I gave them a chance to change. I was like, okay, you harassing people because they have different opinions to you is unacceptable. You need to stop doing that shit. And to credit where credit's due, a few months went by, nothing happened. But then the same thing happened again. I'm like, okay, no, you had your chance, you're gone. It's like...
Oh, did I know this person, too?
You might know this person. Like, they were... But it's like...
I don't think...
But I'm not gonna say... I'm not gonna say...
Yeah, let's not say
I'm not gonna say who it is, because, you know, I'm not promoting, like, hate for anyone. But...
Right.
I would consider myself a fairly forgiving person. But like, this shit is insane. It's insanity. There's no way around it. And the fact that people are unironically defending this guy is criminal.
Situations that mock the Holocaust, all because World War II ended in 1945. And instead of responding to criticism and allowing his mind to be changed, he tries to anger his friends and pretend to be suicidal. He claims that he didn't think we would actually take it that seriously, but the messages earlier proved that we believed he was actually considering suicide, and he proceeded anyway.
Hey, SK has 220 rings. Holy shit, he's doing well at Kingdom Valley.
But of course, Colin couldn't help himself and had to make himself even worse. This event started off with Jack Kentner making fun of the fact that—
Okay, once again, whatever you think about Jack Kentner, he's a bit of a bell end here and there. I don't agree with everything he says about the whole Arachnid Youth drama, but regardless, during the Ultimate Joker situation, he was very nice and respectful to me. So again, no ill feelings towards the guy. It is what it is. He said, so this just in, moron resorts to— oh, bloody hell. So this is the car saga. Okay, so just as a thingamajig. So his original tweet was, chat, I'm cooked. My car engine just broke because I was out of oil and I didn't know because I wasn't supposed to have an oil change for another 1,000 miles. I don't want to do this, but it's going to cost $7,400 to fix it. I don't think I will be able to fix it anytime soon without help. $7,400? That's nearly double what my car was. Like, what the fuck?
Yeah. What on earth has even gone wrong with it?
That is insanity. Like, that is, if that's genuine, like, holy fuck. You guys are the reason. Hold on, you guys are the reason I was able to get this car. So if any of you want to be a goat and help me, I would appreciate it a lot. To those who want to help, my PayPal, email me, yada yada yada. This just in, moron resorts to e-begging after blowing his money on a car he couldn't financially sustain. Funny story. Okay, so this is a Chevrolet Camaro. If you guys think it's familiar, it's because it's the car that Bumblebee transforms into in the fucking Transformers films.
I got it.
I did some research on how much it costs to get one of these cars secondhand. And obviously results vary based on, quality, mileage, all the rest of it. But generally it costs you between $20,000 and $50,000 US to get this. That is an insane investment for a car. And it's like,
yeah,
the idea that you're gonna spend, like, this entire situation kind of implies to me that he bought the car and then was basically out of cash. Because it's like, okay, say for example you're a millionaire. It's like, you spend like $250,000 on a Lamborghini or what have you. You've still got over 700 grand left to service the car if something goes wrong. It's like, it's a walk in the park. But if you have like 52 grand, you spend like 50 of it, or 45, we'll be generous. It's like you've barely got any money left. Why would you do that? It's so fucking weird.
Just really to show off. That's the main reason.
And it's all the more hilarious because like if he's got like no money to service his car, it's like there's no way he lives by himself. It's like if he's got genuinely no money, he's fucked. He'd have to sell the car. So it's all the more ironic that he's like saying like, oh, synthetic man, you live in your mom's basement. It's like he's like, this same thing could be turned around to him as well. It's like, you've become the very thing you swore to destroy. Like, do you not see the irony here? It's like spending $6 grand on a high-tech gaming PC and not having any money to buy any fucking games for it. It's like, what are you doing?
Fan base
so basically just buying a PS5 Pro.
Yeah, true.
$1,000 for a car that he couldn't financially sustain. Keep in mind that Colin doesn't actually need this car for work because YouTube is his source of
and he doesn't even have a fucking job. It's like, where is he gonna go with this car?
Like, I get like maybe buy groceries or go to the store or go to the movies or something, but like you could get like a card.
Nor contribute.
It's like he doesn't even have a fucking job, so it's like how often is he gonna drive the car?
actually
feels
need
more
this
like a
car
flex
for work
purchase.
because YouTube is his source of income, so this isn't a necessity for him nor a contributor to his work, and is more so just a privilege for him. So this resulted in a running joke where people—
Dude, unless you're born into a wealthy family, you're never going to be able to sustain that kind of car. Colin is a YouTuber with lower than 100k subs. What was he thinking? But it's like... the funny thing is that for way less money, you could have got yourself like a Mercedes or a BMW or something. It's like a good car. It's like, yeah, it might not be like the flashiest, but it's like, it's still a good car, you know? But it's like, I don't understand, but I'm not going to say that word. But like, also, why would you buy a car that's so, like, because the problem with muscle cars in America, like, I'm not going to go too nerdy, but like, fucking watching Top Gear paid off, is muscle cars eat fuel. You are going to be wasting a lot of money on fuel, like petrol, diesel, whatever it is. That's going to add up. Why would you buy a car that's so thirsty if you don't have the fucking money to feed it?
Right.
Because it's quote-unquote badass.
Well, it's like, fucking, I'm sorry, but if you buy a fucking muscle car, like, you're either, I don't even know.
What even is the purpose outside of just like looking cool?
Drag racing. That's literally it. Quarter mile drag racing. That's literally the point of a muscle car.
Driving there. Apparently you can get.
The funny.
You can get like a road to race on.
The funny thing is that he could have bought like a fucking V8 Ford Velociraptor. He could have bought like a Chevrolet Silverado for like way less money and had more or less the same result. An incredibly fast, large vehicle that is, like, stocked. It's like, and they're also, like, pickup trucks, so it's like they're practical and they're damn near indestructible. It's like, you could have probably got one of those for, like, less.
What?
It's ridiculous.
I
don't think there's anything wrong with having a muscle car. Of course not. There's nothing wrong with having a muscle car. Have whatever car you want, as long as you have the money to, sustain it. Like, have whatever car you want. Have a fucking Volkswagen Beetle if you really want to. But it's like, you've got to have the money. You've got to have common sense when buying a car. You've got to have common sense when buying anything. It's like, you wouldn't buy a house.
It's actually a car, because of how much they are.
But it's like, you wouldn't buy a house if the fucking roof was missing. You know what I mean? It's like, you've got to have common sense.
Twitter would tell Colin to get a job. It started hashtag Colin get a job, and the stream of memes—
Oh my god, hashtag Colin get a job is the best thing that Twitter ever gave. Like,
oh my gosh, I love the—
I was laughing so much at this stuff. Seriously, guys, please keep making memes and sending me them. Like, this has been... I was laughing so much at this.
No,
everyone, let's take a quick... What's my favorite? It's impossible. It's like saying, what's my favorite cell in my body? It's like there's too many to choose from and they're all amazing. It's like, let's take a quick moment of silence and pray so that Mr. Collins can find himself a nice stable job, preferably in McDonald's or worse, Burger King, so he can repair the damages to his car without having to ask his subs for over $7 grand. Hashtag Colin get a job. Fucking amazing Lucas. The fucking Green Lantern himself is literally commenting on it.
Hey, to be fair on that Burger King comment, they do have good fries.
Yeah, I mean, you're not wrong.
Hilarious. So I'm just gonna link the hashtag in the
hashtag Colin get fucking Avengers Endgame. I love that one.
Description too. I will also link Jack Kentner's video on the matter that talks about
that is just insanity.
car situation itself in more detail, and why it's really stupid to send Colin money in this situation.
You're gonna watch Colin's response? Yeah, we're gonna watch that Thursday, so make sure you subscribe to the channel and in the Discord server. Well, subscribe to the channel at least, because then you'll get a notification.
Yeah.
Man, it's crazy how most people are against this guy. Like, also, can we appreciate the fact that 100 people are in the chat? Like, what the fuck? Like, you guys are all
really?
incredible.
Congratulations.
Like, what are you, like, why are you watching my, like, watch something else. Don't watch my ugly mug. Seriously, watch something else.
What the success.
Watch, like, cats getting scared by cucumbers. Oh, I don't care. Just watch something else. My god. I don't deserve this.
We'd rather watch you.
Hey, don't say that.
You know you fucked up when even the Green Lantern comments. Yeah, fucking the light reflected off his forehead and just blinded Colin. Fucking bought a car he couldn't afford.
My eyes!
Same community. post.
What did Colin do exactly? What didn't he do?
Stop.
Cool with mocking the criticism.
You missed a lot. Let's say
that he suicide baited to avoid criticism, which goes to show that he isn't actually sorry despite insisting he was. The get a job memes on Colin kept spreading and spreading. Even his own Discord server was making fun of him for it.
The one thing that I will say, SK, I know you're probably watching this, better background gameplay. It's all pixelated. Grrr.
And it spawned
Sonic P06 is a really good looking game, but it looks worse than the original with this gameplay.
What do you reckon that is? 240p or 144?
Oh my god, it is a solid, like, 300p if we're being generous.
To some very revealing things about him. Someone alleged that Colin said he
probably
would...
doesn't have really good, like...
Wait, oh shit, hold on. Something else is happening, hold on.
Despite insisting he was. The get a job memes on Colin kept spreading and spreading. Even his own Discord server was making fun of him for it. And it's...
Afro Shinobi, be very careful with that comment.
Many arguments with his own fans, which led to some very revealing things about him. Someone alleged that Colin said he would rape...
Okay. I modded one thing myself, and the mod I installed got something. Mr. Hyena, ain't you the nice guy that said you'd rate? Okay, let me try that again.
Yeah.
Doing my best president impression. Sorry, I did Sleepy Joe, I had to stumble. Ain't you the nice guy that said you would, gape Sydney Sweeney if you were in a room alone with her, and named your rivals a group? Few menopause. There we go, nailed it. And witness the nice guy who moderated your own server when you didn't say you said the nice word as much as he does in DMs. Like, nice man, you can't make this stuff up. And if you remove the message and Peter Pan me, it's true. There we go, just PG-13 for the YouTube, you know what I mean?
Thank you.
Yeah, like this shit, yeah, like this is literally just like, this is like, you know what this reminds me of? You know that scene from No Way Home where Doctor Strange is like trying to compress the fucking spell together? It's like, that's what this message is. It's just all the offensive things he said just crammed into one fucking message. It's like insanity. Also, yes, he like,
know.
Like, this is insanity. Man. It's like the freaking Power Rangers Megazord. It's like all of the freaking things he's done has just merged together to create one massive robot, like, built for the sole purpose of destroying his online reputation.
And his response to that was that if he ever did say something like this and it was taken seriously, then this person's a moron.
Yeah, Power Rangers.
Because apparently it's stupid to call disgusting comments like this about people.
It's like this fucking Spider-Man robot. Literally the Spider-Man robot. Go destroy social credit. Mashindeyo. It's like, just create the fucking robot. That's literally what this is. He's just destroying his online rep.
What this communicated to me at the time is that, at least on a moral level,
Colin used stench. It's super effective. It's like,
stupid to call out disgusting comments like this about people. What this communicated to me at the time is that, at least on a moral level, Colin supports sexually harassing actresses by saying he'd rape them. He publicly tells people...
yes, that just reminds me, like, if you told me a year ago that we would find someone who says, like, more offensive shit than, like, Synthetic Man and Ultimate Joker, I would have laughed in your face. Now, and if you'd have told me that the person debunking those people and calling them out for their bullshit is the person who would say that, I would have, like, probably just fucking... I would have pissed myself laughing, and here we are. Like, we live in the best timeline.
If that they hear comments like this and take...
Yeah. The worst.
No, this shit is actually incredible. Like, man. I don't even know what to say. It's to the point where at the start of the video I was legit angry and I was legit offended by some of the stuff. Now I'm just freaking amused. Like, just pile it on. Keep on coming. Let's get all of the stuff that he said.
They're the idiots here. He also tried to defend himself.
HCHD, wait, what? Congrats? Wait, why are you saying congrats? I've not been keeping up with the fucking... I've not been keeping up with the chats, because there's 120 people here, what the fuck?
Oh no, it's just from bot tricks, I'm pretty sure.
Seriously, why are you all here? Feck off, watch something better. It's like, watch like, I don't know, fucking koi fish
being a chat. Keep watching.
Watch like
Keep
koi
watching.
fish being fed or something. That always makes me laugh.
Everyone here enjoys watching the gaming grifter.
Yep.
Nah, do you know
Everyone
what?
spread Sonic 06 propaganda.
Nah, one of the
Sonic Forces.
Nah, do you know what you should actually watch? There's a
Yeah,
video.
probably.
There's a video of a crab versus a pufferfish. It was freaking awesome.
Oh,
A freaking puffer just glided over and just casually bit off one of its hands. Like fucking. And the pufferfish just looks there like a fucking like the freaking Hindenburg, just there, just munching on the crab's claw. He just sat there like that. It's like the crab is just like shuffling around, missing one of its pincers. Pufferfish is just there, like, oh, it's freaking lovely. This, I think I might go for more. He just looks that. He just looks like a freaking gormless balloon, just like eating the freaking crab. Oh dear, what have we got here? You're making the jokes about thingamajig. Oh, sorry, we need to censor it again. Hold on.
You got this.
Should we do since we're embracing the president side of things? Colin, you make jokes about gaping Sydney Sweeney. Jokes or not, that's not okay. I walked in here, I said that's not okay. Don't block me out. Let's actually talk about how problematic you are. I came in here, I said how fucking stupid you are. I can't do Trump, but you know what? Let's be honest, no one can.
Joe Biden. For Colin, do Joe Biden.
I didn't know. Oh, wait, no, that's Colin. Never mind. We can't do that. I'm sorry to be the one to tell you. I came in here. I said I gotta tell you that you're. Oh shit! How do I censor that? You're Riri.
Mustard. Or
Your gape
Just say
isn't
mustard
funny. I
and-
came in here. I said it ain't funny. Private or not, I gotta say, very insensitive, stupid remarks. That should. I genuinely thought that said something else.
Oh god.
That said explore you. I genuinely thought that said something different.
Yeah,
then.
like,
Oh
he's
dear.
reading all this.
On Twitter by saying it's private and that they're jokes. So it's possible that
Let's just put it like this. What does Trump want to do to people? There you go.
he might have a code against public remarks like this, but is cool with
That's what I thought he said.
it in private, which means that while he may not support sexual harassment, he definitely supports disgusting comments about people as long as they're not seen. Not like that's a glowing distinction either. Now, I may be a little crazy here, but I don't think many people would be comfortable with others talking.
My ex was frequently, one of her previous boyfriends last year was threatened by someone online just for I take that very seriously. Yeah, like, why the fuck wouldn't you? It's like...
Talking about raping them behind closed doors, jokes or not. Because if you were to say that kind of stuff to their face, that qualifies as sexual harassment.
Fucking read. God damn it. Oh boy.
And seeing that he's not denying the accusation for having said those things, he seems totally okay with letting the world know that he makes those kinds of comments and remains proud of it. Can you imagine for a second if Colin were to make fun of the death of a family member, and his response to being caught for that was, well, it was in private and it was a joke, so it's okay for me to do that. I really don't think that's gonna fly with most people. Now at this point, there was so much we were making fun of Colin for, and with each new low Colin would reach, the next never surprised us.
Oh, fucking hell, it can't get any worse. No. No. Please, no.
Though I'm going to
I know,
discuss a
Rip,
part of
you're
this where I
hurting, I know,
actually did make
It can't get any worse. Surely it
making
can't.
fun of Colin for.
You can always.
We're already in the basement. Like, we started on top of the Empire State Building. We're now in the basement.
Each new low Colin would reach, the next never
just
surprised
hurry
us.
and wrap
Though
this.
I'm going to discuss a part of this where I actually did make a mistake and step too far. One of Colin's former close friends, the witness, decided to take advantage of the fact that there was a massive session where Colin was being clowned on, even by his own server.
Yeah, it's like the meme. But wait, there's more.
Decided to fabricate a story where Colin was drunk and
Oh, it's like one of those memes. I forget what the guy's called, but he goes, I don't like where this is going. It's like,
dropped his cat over and over again.
That was Tron.
yeah, I thought so. It's something like that. Oh Jesus, this is the whole.
I was about to say
this
bloody
is
Hank Hill.
This is the thing. Hank Hill. This is the thing about his cat being
He
killed.
decided to fabricate a story where Colin was drunk and dropped his cat over and over again and accidentally killed it. We were hesitant to believe him at first because he has been
Also, he's
caught
got
lying
69 rings. Just thought I'd point that out. Has nothing to do with the
Oh my
video. I
God.
just noticed it.
Rip!
times in the past.
Of course
specifically
Rick
about
would
what he
point that
does for a
out.
living and how accomplished.
Wait, he had 220 rings the last time I checked. What the fuck happened to them all?
actually
I've
is.
already got
He was
hit,
also an
or-
alleged felon, though he shared documents indicating that he wasn't actually convicted.
What the fuck? He's a criminal! What the shit? Colin's a felon, what? He was never convicted, but what?
What?
What else has he done? Like,
Wait, are we sure this is talking about Colin or the dude that made up this story about his cat?
It's like he's.
I think it's the guy who
I think it's the guy who made the story about his.
Oh right,
That would make more sense.
I thought he was talking about Colin.
Rift has been a fan of.
I thought he was gonna. I thought he was gonna say like this was Colin doing it. I'm like, mate, he's treating the YouTube's terms of service like a to-do list. Like at this point.
We specifically required video evidence for that reason and not just a screenshot. On one hand, we didn't want to accept screenshot evidence because we don't fully trust this guy's word alone. On the other hand, as many of you likely know, the witness was someone who was
Yeah, this is definitely Project 06 because of this fucking cutscene.
Colin for years, and Colin
Not sure
was
why Silver doesn't just destroy the robots, but never mind.
let him crash at his place
Not
before New York
important.
Comic-Con. So it was highly probable that
I will say that these sections look
would
great.
have access-
Not with this gameplay, it looks shit, but like these sections are actually really fucking cool to play in like PO6.
to some damning information about Colin. I specifically asked him to screen share and screen record that specific DM and click on the profile as a means of verification, and he did exactly that to convince people that the DM was real, which facilitated our belief in the story. But further analysis of the video and the narrative resulted in us spotting errors, some of which we gave Colin the chance to outline in a voice call with the witness, and some of which we found on our own as we were growing more skeptical. So it became more apparent that the witness falsified evidence to appear real, likely to play on the fact that we were already clowning on Colin for the other things he did. I corrected the narrative
Stop
and
pointing out the gameplay? No. I don't think I will.
apologized for sharing this. However,
Oh, there's an LGB, there's a rainbow there, the fucking games work.
before we even had the conversation with Colin to prove that the witness lied,
Fucking hell, he got lucky then. Did you see what happened to him then in the gameplay?
I corrected
Watch
the
what
narrative
happens
and
to him.
apologized
He
for
got so
sharing this.
lucky.
However, before we even had the conversation with Colin,
He
to
fucking
prove that the
fell and then got
witness lied,
saved by
Colin
physics.
threatened to leak my
Or a lack thereof of physics, I should say. Okay, so, yeah, I do want to point out that the whole, like, you know, allegedly killing the cat thing, like, I've heard that that story is false, but...
Yeah, and SK even acknowledges it.
Yeah, you're real suspicious. I literally showed proof of everything. Get off my dick. You're literally believing someone who you know is a known liar and a felon about me killing my cat. Yeah, it's,
Thanks for talking about this.
Whoa, hold on. Wait, what was that last bit?
Yeah, that I
But
saw.
had the
That's
conversation
where
with
everything
Colin to
got a
prove that the witness
little bit. I
lied.
was like,
Colin
okay, yeah.
threatened to leak my
Redact everything and get off, or I'm posting your If he had literally... Bro's more invested in the game than the video. Yeah, it's Project 06. Like, fucking get off my ass, mate. Wouldn't you be invested in Project
this is
06?
better.
Now we're talking about serious shit.
You're real suspicious. I'll literally show... Oh, yeah, sorry. Bro, we need a break from this. Like, also, I'm English. Like, the one thing we can do is laugh at things. That's, like, the one perk we have.
Fair enough.
It's like, if he had posted this first bit, that would have been fine. But then he's just like, oh yeah, I'm gonna dox you. I'm gonna, like, show what you look like in real life. Yeah, Colin, I have a great idea, mate. Why don't you dox me? Absolutely no evidence of my face on the internet. Guarantee you'll break the internet if you show my face.
Rift, when can we get a face reveal?
Yeah, not gonna lie, this isn't actually my face. I'm just doing my best fucking Leatherface impression. Fucking...
He's doing a
It's
quibble
actually
cop.
Rift is actually just a second bigger puffer and piloting him like a mech.
Yeah,
Quibble cop is actually AI.
yeah, it's like, you think my ears are ears? No, they're just fins.
about this, and he ended up posting several
This shit is
images of my
definitely
face on
fucking
Twitter
drawing
out of
a line
spite.
right here.
Rift's face is AI, yeah, exactly. And it took a while to develop a software capable of generating this handsome face.
Every fan on his server with my face. He didn't take
Shut
it
up, I don't even want to hear you go, fucking forehead.
down until after I realized the evidence was falsified and took it down on my end, then asked him to take down the images of my face now that this issue was cleared. And even then, I had to reach out to Stir,
when
who
it comes
happened to
to
still be a
doxing,
mod
it's
on
one
the
of the
server.
worst things you can do.
Rift is actually an octopus? Yeah, I've got more arms than brain.
Face now that this issue was cleared. And even then, I had to reach out to Stir, who happened to still be a mod on a server, to delete any messages that still had my face, including the original ping Colin made to a server, since it still shows the images despite the tweet being deleted. And he had
SK, I don't want to be that guy, mate, but it took you over 7 minutes to beat Kingdom Valley. Like, come on, dude, you're better than that.
to make a server announcement to tell Colin's fans to stop sharing my face and to delete it off their devices. But thanks to Colin, I can't be sure my privacy was kept. In the past, I've asked him not to share my face, and this is a form of doxing. You cannot violate the privacy of someone's face. It's not that I'm ashamed of how I look or anything, but I try to keep my face as private as possible to separate my personal identity from my online identity.
Although, to be fair, he has 80 lives, so it's clear that he's doing something right.
The reason doxing is so dangerous is because leaks of personal information only increase the means people have to endanger you or your family, especially when you're bound to have a lot of people who hate you on the internet and you're more exposed to vitriolic and unhinged people.
That's actually a fair point, because, like, SK was interesting, because it's, like, around, like, when him and... Especially when Arachnid Youth was on the situation, it's like, SK wasn't that popular. It's like, because I remember Arachnid Youth before, like, you know, the drama surrounding him. He made a video exposing SK because of his take on Spectacular Spider-Man. And obviously Colin exposed to... Well, I say expose, it's like more of like a debunk than an expose, but... It's like... like, SK genuinely probably would have a lot of people who don't like him. It's like... Yeah, that's actually a good point. I didn't think about it like that. It's like the same could be said for me after my fucking Sonic Forces video. I've probably got like 20,000 Tom Holland fanboys who want my guts for garters because of my Toby vs Tom video. It's like, yeah, like you don't do stuff like that. It's ridiculous.
It only takes one person to be obsessive enough about each and every detail about me.
Holy shit, someone is complaining about Doxing and you're laughing at his gameplay. Get a spine, Colin. Yeah, I know, right?
Possibly stalk me and get even more information about myself out there and incite dangerous activity that could endanger me or my family. So even if I apparently lied about the cat story,
But it's like, regardless, it's like, even if you put to one side the doxing, it's like, if he doesn't want his face to be, like, part of his brand or whatever, or he doesn't want, like, his face to be known, it's like, you should respect his wish. It's like, it is what it is. It's like, I don't really know why, I don't have a computer to play PO6, lol, your loss. But, yeah, it's like, it's his wish not to have his face on the internet. It's like, I don't know why you would violate that. It's like, that's his wish.
Oh, and by the way, Reed Richards, I will not lie, Colin has been rocking the black suit for like 2 years now.
I remember back then a lot of people saw SK as and some people that guy was a Mauler clone. Yeah, it's like, I'd consider myself a Mauler clone, to be fair, because it's like, regardless of whether you agree or disagree with the guy, it's like, I like how he made his old videos. SK is like, Spider-Man used to be Colin, yeah. Gaming Rift is the better Colin. I mean, that's high. I would say that's high praise, but honestly, maybe not so much anymore.
It doesn't justify endangering the safety of my family. But what's even worse is that I didn't lie about the cat story. I just believed it because the evidence appeared to be real at the time. And as I was shown more and more red flags to said evidence, I dropped it and apologized for speaking on it. The narrative was shut down. That's not the actions of a liar. The true actions of a liar would be someone who claims to respect your privacy, but ends up doxing you over a misunderstanding. That right there is inexcusable.
No, I don't know what you're talking about. It's like Colin was awake for 24 hours. He's clearly not responsible for his own actions.
And what really pushed me to go through with making a video on him, because if you trust Colin, especially with anything private, he will find a way to use it against you in the future if he eventually doesn't like you. He decided to save images of my—
Hey Colin, if you're watching the video, you should expose me because I think McDonald's is shit. You should use that as ammo against me.
My face despite no longer being friends with me, and used them to dox me just because I believed false evidence that appeared to be real. This is the kind of person that Colin is. If he doesn't like you, he'll fish for a justification to attempt to do something horrendous to you. And if there's any—
I mean, I'll do the exact same, but I'll make it funny, and I won't do something horrendous to you. It's like if you— It's like when King John took the piss out of me, and my immediate response is, yeah, well, at least I'm not American. It's like I have no objections to chatting absolute bollocks, but that's the point. It's fucking chatting bollocks. Doesn't matter who you are not free from being bollocked.
Thing in particular I've been blind to as a product of being friends with him, let me know.
Don't clip that.
because there's a chance that I wrongfully took his side on some things out of some misplaced
Who the hell am I kidding? I've said way worse. Clip it all you want.
He seemed to think that the situation would allow him to get away with leaking my face, but it honestly just backfired on him. Not only did his credibility tank and more
fucking SK
would allow him to get away with leaking my face, but it honestly just backfired on him. Not only did
you don't jump until you get to the thing you need to jump over. What are you doing? Like, what is that? If this was original 06, you would have died right then and there. You would have turned into a tumbleweed and you would have died. That is a disaster. You have just invalidated your entire video with this. No, we need to cancel SK for this. That was a fucking...
tank and more people believe the cat's
Do it
story
again.
off that
No.
basis alone,
Oh.
considering doxing isn't the actions of an innocent person, but his own fans.
Okay, in fairness, he knew about the skip, so he's not quite redeemed himself, actually.
In his own server.
Oh, man. For a second, he had 96 rings. I was going to say, swap those numbers and you'd make me happy.
Called him out for it, and I imagine a similar yet larger scale blowback will be caused by this, and I really don't care if this eats into Colin's income on YouTube, because it's about time that Colin gets a job.
Wow. That was insanity.
I would not say that makes you a pussy.
The video just ends there and then. Seriously though, fucking Esco, like...
No.
The cat's
No, not that. Like, seriously, dude, like...
my face, but it honestly just backfired on him.
Like,
not only did his credibility...
Sorry, Rift, you Sonic extraordinaire.
No, that's actually, like... And he was right next to fitting through the gap as well. Like, my god. Oh, boy. Right, so, that was a roller coaster ride. Wait, hang on. Can we go back to my favorite screenshot? Where was it? It was like right at the start, wasn't it? Was it this one?
I didn't even see the start of it, so like.
Yeah, chat. Like this was my favorite. This was the bit that made me just like actually like take offense to this. Like, what is that? Like, what is that? You know what, Jarvis? I think I need to like put myself in the fucking Iron Man meme. There we go. Like, what is that?
Oh,
What is he saying?
yeah, also the fact that he said that other word too. Oh.
Like, what is... Why? What is... Who's playing the stream in the background? I just heard myself.
I'm trying to clip, yeah.
It's about time Colin gets a job. A Chad move. Wow.
Oh, God.
Rift is over here, like...
I mean, he's not wrong, like, seriously. Like... Oh, no, the Kronos vs. Colin debate, that was one of the stupidest things. He says dark humor, but where's the punchline? Yeah, it's so dark, you can't even see the punchline. It's like... My goodness, the fucking Colin get a job thing is just hilarious. Like...
No, my favorite meme from that is the Invincible one. I like that.
Right, how we should... Oh, we've... just in the background, it's just balloons. Amazing. Right, you know what? We're gonna end the stream by looking at some... hold on. Hashtag Colin get... Colin get it. It comes...
Oh my God!
It comes...
Wait, how many tweets? Wait, how many tweets?
It comes up straight away. It's trending. That's hilarious. Right, let's...
Oh, wait, it is?
Yeah, of course it is. Hold on. I get you. Hold on. Shush. Don't hate, appreciate. Bear with me a moment. Oh, whoops, I didn't mean to do that.
Well, I do hate on Papa, but you know, that's different.
Right,
That's
there.
different.
Yeah, well, you know, shush. Right, there we go. Here we
Yeah,
go.
well, okay.
Right, Lamau just saw this clip, can immediately tell the hashtag has seriously gotten to it. Wait, what? I'm worried about playing this. I feel like he's going to say something offensive, but we'll try.
Hey, I got fucked. If anyone wants to help, here's how you can do it. And this turned into people, mostly from SK's community, telling me things like, get a job, as if I don't already have one, which was literally the reason I was even able to buy and sustain my fucking car.
Bullshit! What? You can't sustain the car! You were begging your community for money! You could not sustain the car! Also, YouTube is not a real job, my friend, and you should not rely on it. Oh, buy and sustain my car. Also, Colin, yeah, I need money for my car.
Yeah, my fans, you guys helped me get this car, so can you just do me a favor and loan me like 7 grand? Thank you.
But once again, there are starving children in Colin's car. Your money could make a difference. Please,
7 grand.
do the right thing.
Donation.
God.
As little as £1 donation could make all the difference. Do the right thing. The fact that I can keep a straight face doing that just makes it all the better. You should
Bro,
clip.
if I was in your shoes, I would have creased immediately.
Bro, if you were in my shoes, you would have way too much room because my feet are fucking massive.
Yeah, and I'm like half your size.
Bro, it's getting
Ladies, take note. Bro's getting ratioed in his own community post
Oh,
while crying.
You prick.
The fact that it took you a second to work it out as well is incredible. He's calling YouTube a job. Yeah, exactly. Every charity advert ever. Always have a second job. Yeah, exactly. It's like, right, a response to SK and his brain-dead community robots. Oh, shit, I am a robot. Yeah, my bad. Uzi 9mm. Right. Where you going? To my job. You have a job. Colin, get a job. Oh, wait, no, I'm a robot. Sorry. Where you going? To my job. You have a job. Hashtag Colin, get a job now. Get a job. More videos and no job, I see.
Left leg. Here's the. I will give.
Are you supposed to be Arnold or Kermit?
The Terminator. the Kermit Terminator. My god, if you ever want to force my hand to release those, no way bro is actually making friends right now. Like, who the frick do you think you are? Bro's not doing anything, we're applying for a job.
Rift's brain cells have officially fried.
Hashtag Colin.
Wait, hold on. If his brain cells are fried, does that mean my brain cell is fried because we share a brain cell?
Yeah, we do share a brain cell, that's a fair point. We should just do a different voice for every single one of these. Get a job, you weird. Colin, get a job.
That was not me.
Oh, Echo, you said something about get to the chopper.
Oh yeah, so I was
Maybe
saying.
that's the one, by the way, I need that.
So I was saying instead of get to the chopper, it should be, if it's towards Colin, it should say get to the interview for your job.
I just spat that out. I'm a spit and not a swallower thanks to you, you cunt.
Wait! I did not need to know about the shit you get, the shit that you do.
Oh man, I was taking a drink and you. Oh, fuck it up. I think it splashed up and hit my glasses.
You are not free from being.
Oh man, it's all over my nose.
Wait, look at the next one. We have the Invincible.
I don't think it's meant to be up your nose.
Oh, what can I say? She performed very well. Right, let's try this again. Video sucks, who would have thought? Wait. Salvation is upon you, mwahaha. I'm done saving you. Wow.
I still need to watch that movie.
Yeah, Transformers 1 is actually incredible. We should watch that. It's basically Pacific Rim, but not as good.
Let's Transformers.
Guys, look, it's a Colin. It's a Colinsaurus.
Wait.
Wait. Please edit it so the dinosaur's wearing a fucking McDonald's uniform, please.
It needs a massive forehead as well, though.
It's me and Eka.
Where's his face?
Oh no, the face. No.
Oh no.
Look at that.
Wait, hold on.
What was you?
Hold on, what are you saying is me and you?
That me and you were the people in the Jeep looking.
Who's the woman?
You, obviously.
Oh dear. Wait, what? Colin asked to wait. Colin asked to get a job. Hold on.
Would you please go look for a job?
Why?
Why?
He already has one, I'll have you know.
You can't wait to see how the cowardly Colin justifies the doxing, the comment about gape jokes, the comment about the dark side of the Force. Again, no matter what he
Don't
says,
ruin Star Wars
he
for me,
still
you
doesn't have a job.
He hasn't ruined Force Unleashed for me, so I will take it.
Sonic? Forces, did you say?
Oh, this one was one of my favorites. The fucking job interview. That's one of my favorites. I think I screenshot that one.
Would be an incredible plot.
That was one of my favorite things. I love it.
I'm still really proud of my joke that I made like a day ago.
Bro, do you know how old my Twitter is? I still have like my old Twitch profile picture. That still says groundbreaker. Like, that's how old my Twitter is.
God.
I'm in an unemployed competition and my opponent is Colin. That's amazing. Say it with me, everybody. Hashtag Colin get a job. Wow. Wait, what is this?
Oh, Colin, you got a negative attitude.
It's just fucking, I didn't even realize that was Colin's face for a second. I thought that was real.
Get a goddamn job. Colin, you got a negative attitude. Get a goddamn job.
Oh, hold on. I think this was John. Is this the one from John?
John 2008. What is your disagreement and tell me why?
My disagreement is that Colin, you're a fat, jobless white monkey who needs to get a job.
Yeah, that's outrageous. Slightly concerned whether that's going to get rift banned or not, but you know.
Oh dear,
Wait,
John, my friend.
Skip past the Invincible one. I haven't seen that episode yet.
I swear down, John is just the definition of Reggie Gigas. It takes him 5 turns to power up, but once he does, he is just...
So let's be real, you're calling him slow, okay.
Yeah, but when he hits so hard with his insults.
That's what she said.
Tell me about it. Anyway, what's the matter, bro? Don't have enough money. Fucking Invincible. Although he's just covered in blood and he just don't care. Wait, what is this? Colin, when you tell him being a YouTuber isn't a real job.
Damn it! Fuck! Damn it!
Bro, it's got less pixels than SK's Sonic 06 gameplay. Like, that's actually an achievement. I've just received word that hashtag Colin get a job is trending. What the fuck is that? What the fuck is that? Oh, that one was incredible. That's one of my favourite ones. The fucking engine oil warning light. Oh, that was one of my favourite ones. I love it. I love it so much.
The oil. Guys, can you just send me all your money right now?
Even
it's about
Peter-
$1 million.
That's King John!
I'm too lazy.
You bastard!
I'm more fatter than SK to get a job myself. I need money, guys. Guys. Wait, where are you going? Guys, why are you making fun of me? No! Ah!
What is that screenshot?
That's someone voiced that.
Colin when he
King John has got some quality fucking voice acting.
Wait, Colin when he realizes he's fatter than SK, long neck, motherfucker. Amazing. Wait, hold on. Colin, do your worst. It's what you do best. Wait, is this? Wait, what's this?
Proud of it.
Or
their face. That qualifies.
Oh wait. I think this was from Colin's response video because this was from an hour ago.
Oh.
Let's have a cheeky little look at it. If you do force my hand to release those, no way, bro is making threats right now. Who the fuck do you think you are, bros? Doing anything you can but applying for a job. Right, let's have a cheeky little look at this. Hold on.
Their face. That qualifies as sexual harassment. And seeing that he's not denying the accusation for having said those things, he seems totally okay with letting the world know that he makes those kinds of comments and remains proud of it.
Or, you know, it just means that I'm fine with most things said, fucked up or not, so long as it's not serious. And as long as
I'm fine with things being fucked up as long as they're not serious. Isn't that kind of a contradiction?
Yeah, I'm gonna say I kind of think if it's fucked up, it is serious.
He's like the freaking Joker. It's like the freaking world could end and he just doesn't care.
something like that isn't directly said to someone. Like, what? You can say it's a fucked up thing to say, but calling someone a terrible person because they said something in private that wasn't even serious is stupid.
Oh, he didn't say anything serious. He just basically said that, oh, you know what the Germans did to the Jews in 1945? Yeah, they should start doing that again. He didn't say anything serious, guys.
Wait.
you used to hold
Someone
that
in the chat just said Colin's on his symbiote arc. He's way past the symbiote arc. He still has it suit on and won't take it off.
Instead of telling Harry to take more pills, he just tells him to take cyanide.
exact standard about fucked up things said in private until the past couple days ago, because you want to smear me as much as possible and try to play this whole morally superior game. Why don't you show people the recording of the call we had after people started calling me racist over jokes, where you had that same standard and you explained that in that same call? And if you want to magically hold that standard all of a sudden, I sure hope that there aren't multiple videos on my PC right now of one of your friends saying a lot of fucked up shit. And if you ever do force my hand to release those, I sure hope you hold the same standard for him, and that goes for the rest of SK's community as well.
Oh, you know what? Yeah, damn, he's got a good point. You know, You know what, guys? He's actually got a really good point, because I guess I technically am part of SK's community, so I just want to say real quick, I have made a severe lapse in judgment. So I
knew where you were going.
I was awake for... Fuck you, I'm trying to keep a straight face to do the bit.
Now, let him talk, everyone.
So I was awake for 24 hours, and no one knows I'm gonna do this. Like, I'm gonna apologize right here. So Colin, you know, he can't use this against me. I once said to Dead Cow that Puffer is green, not grey, and I just want to apologize right here, right now. You know, Dead Cow was right. He is partially grey, but you know what? I want to say I hadn't slept for 24 hours. Like, I'm immune to prosecution. Like, it is. I just wanted to get that off my chest. Okay. Moving on.
Okay.
Oh dear, what are you doing, my darling? Oh dear, you got tits bigger than your brain. Right, let's see what's happening here. Colin, when people calls out his bullshit. Fuck even is the? Oh right, he's just waving.
Oh
right.
no, it's just referencing her.
It's just fucking Sniper Wolf.
Oh no! Oh no! No!
The doctor looking at Colin's brain and a massive forehead.
Oh no, it's like that one SpongeBob scene where he takes off his hat.
I got this meme, hold on.
Okay, here goes. It's blank.
I like everyone was having a really
fucking
bad
love Kung
day.
Fu Panda. It's like Dead Cow as well sometimes, or like Phoenix. That works as well.
Right.
It's Phoenix in Monster Hunter. It's blank.
Actually, I can't deny that.
It's like, oh, Phoenix, why are you getting one shot by this really difficult monster? Oh yeah, it's because I've got level 1 armor. Yeah, no shit, you're getting one shot then.
Somehow made
Fuck
it.
Knuckle. Like, what did you expect? You would have guessed that Colin would e-bag to his audience for 7k when he fucked his car up, bro. He's taking pages from fucking Darkside Phil. Oh dear.
Yeah.
Hashtag Colin gets a job. Colin, if being a disappointment to his parent was an actual. What the shit is this?
No, what on earth?
God, I saw that.
What the shite is
I
that?
saw that. That was foul.
That was
Yeah.
I saw that one. That was.
Colin get a job on draw 25. That's amazing. Oh, everyone teaming up right now to jump Colin. Wait, who am I in this crowd? It's like obviously,
I'm Hulk or something.
Yeah,
You're Hawkeye.
I'm Captain America, fool.
No, you're not Captain America. Fucking SK is Captain America, obviously. I don't know who we would be.
Fine,
You're
I'd be
Iron
fucking
Man.
Iron Man then.
I'd be Spider-Man.
Hold on, Rift. What if we started making Henry Stickmin memes about Colin?
Oh no! No!
Yes. I feel like me and Echo. I feel like I'd be War Machine and he'd be Rocket. Like we're like sharing a brain cell. We like enter the battlefield and he's like
Well,
we
no,
share.
because Rocket's meant to actually be smart.
Well, no, he's also small. But what do you mean? What do you mean smart? Like Echo is smart. He shares my brain cell. Of course he's smart.
Mention Lamo.
Right, totally.
No, Deco's just jealous I don't actually start over my words.
Colin moment. What? Wait, what's this?
Or, as there are other methods.
Wait, Jack Keckner mentioned Lamau, Colin get a job.
Currently. But it's nice to see you assume that I don't need it for anything other than joyriding, I guess. And I don't even know if you knew this or not. You probably didn't because you're a fucking moron. Every car is a privilege, quote unquote. Nobody objectively needs a car, as there are other methods of...
No, yeah, you're right. No one objectively needs a car. You want to walk like 50 miles to get to work? Yeah, you can do that. Easy.
Yeah,
just see you assume
that
that
fly over there, obviously.
I guess by that logic, a fucking wheelchair for a disabled person is a privilege because they don't need it. It's like, what the fuck's that logic?
But he objectively needs a car, as there are other methods of transportation. Except the reason everyone wants a car is because it allows a lot of things in their life to be easier. It's also much cheaper.
Well, that's funny. It seems to have made your life harder.
Than a lot of other methods of transportation. And it's so funny that you stoop so low.
Fucking my bicycle is moving more than your car.
Oh, that this motherfucker is recommending Jack Kentner videos. Like, are we serious right now?
Well, more accurate than yours, apparently. My god, some of these are
Oh my god,
incredible.
not murder trolls! No!
YouTube is a privilege also. That's a fair point, yeah. YouTube is also a privilege. Oh dear, fuck, bloody hell. It's nice to make money and not pick my audience for it. Yeah, accurate. Colin summoning spells to steal money from his audience instead of just getting a job.
Wait, Rift, you know what I just thought of? Bumblebee, seeing as that car is pretty much supposed to be Bumblebee himself would be a little bit, like...
Yeah, no shit. It's like...
would be staring at him just like...
Why don't you be more transparent? Yeah, exactly. It's like... Colin got a Camaro because he likes Bumblebee.
Yourself in the glass for that.
You know that Bumblebee...
Never liked Colin when he existed. The only time he cooked was calling Loki an overrated show, but other than that...
Wow.
Yeah, Mohab, it's been good having you here, buddy. Take good care. You can see me tomorrow, actually, because we're gonna finish Sonic Unleashed tomorrow. So, I'm streaming tomorrow, so it's all good. Colin when Insomniac Spider-Man Defender isn't an actual job. Fucking perfect.
Wait, Rift, question.
What?
How do you think Bumblebee would feel, like at that moment, like he's just there in his Camaro form, and out of nowhere he just comes on the voices like, "No,
this child is gonna kick your ass." Like,
just transforms instantly. Just like, no.
What's the matter, bro? Too lazy to get fucking Eddie, bro. Fucking that face is amazing. Is the Colin movement over? If it is, that oh no, it's not over. That was 2 days ago, and we're still going strong. Having 2 kidneys is a privilege. You can live with 1. Fair point, yeah.
The Cobra Kai.
You're Colin in the morning. You're trying to get your little toy car moving, and you find the batteries have died. Accurate. Oh dear, that is cursed. He looks like a freaking World War II COD zombie.
They look so.
Oh my god.
Oh yes, yes, yes. It's him. It's him.
Wait, what is that? Hold on a minute.
Why is the one below it?
What's the one below it?
Shut
What's
up.
the one below it?
Shut up. We're gonna ignore his
What's
Cassandra.
the one below it?
We're gonna ignore his Cassandra Nova impression and focus on this one. You get a job where you make more money, frankly. Yeah, exactly. What is this? What is that chrome dome right there?
Oh my god.
Get a job, sir. Is that fucking... Oh, okay.
Is
that Bombay? What the hell's happening here? That's amazing. Bro might be cooked. Bro. That's insanity. You don't have a job, do you, Squidward? Oh, now fucking green,
Oh no!
fucking Green Lantern himself. Come on, let's see what he has to say.
You caused it. You did it.
I'm sorry, but when Amazing Lucas looks based, like, I'm so happy that we're just all on the same situation here.
He's really reminding me of low tier God right now.
Like, it's actually amazing that most people are on the same page with this.
You caused it. You did it. You got no one else. You fucking did it. You caused it.
Like, fucking, you should listen to fucking Red Hulk over here, like he told you straight.
It's like whenever I saw that.
No, the 4 Days of Freddy's reference. No.
It's
like
Five
Nights at Freddy's.
Five Nights at Freddy's. Is this one to be because you need?
We're not even gonna discuss that one. I think that one speaks for itself. fucking Omni-Man. Who's worse, Amazing Lucas or Colin? Colin. Like Amazing Lucas, like.
Oh god.
When Lucas sounds based, it's like.
Okay, well, anyways, though, chat, I think this is we're gonna look at balloons because it's like the only based thing we can at this point. I just want to say a massive thank you for everyone being here. It's been an experience, and there's been quite a lot of offensive things being said. Again, life, if there's one thing to take away from this stream, number one, thank you for everyone being here. This has been one of my most viewed streams of all time, if not the biggest stream. Over 120 people here at one point, which is fucking insanity. Like, I don't deserve that shit. It's great having you all here, genuinely. And it's not a good thing that united us all here, but the point is that it did unite us. Again, just it means a lot having you all here. If you enjoy the content, feel free to subscribe to the channel so you don't miss other live streams. Mostly so you guys just have a place to be. You know, you have people around you to chat to. The world sucks, life sucks. It's good to have people around you, like little candles, small lights illuminating the darkness. That's basically what we all are. We're just little candles to everyone, making everyone's day a little bit brighter. And feel free to join the Discord server, because it really means a lot having you all here. Again, just don't give any harassment to Colin. If you want to do the hashtag Colin get a job, by all means, because that shit's funny. But again, like, don't harass anyone. Like, he's done this to himself. Yeah. He's paying the price. Yeah. He's basically socially bankrupt at this point. Some of the stuff he said is hilarious. Some of the stuff he said is offensive. And some of the stuff he said is hilarious for the wrong reasons. So, again, we're all just going to move on. I'd be very surprised if he actually bounces back from this. Like, time will tell. But anyways, it's late. My voice feels like a camel's arse because I've done 2 streams today. So I'm gonna head off for tonight as well. Well, not head out. Like, I'm gonna chill with friends in VC. But the point is, have a great rest of your evening. I'll see you guys tomorrow for Sonic Unleashed. So yeah. Take care, everyone, and have a good rest of your evening. Thanks for being here.